Why don't we just wait here for a little while? See what happens.
What have you done to it? What have you done to its eyes? What have you done to him, you maniac? Join us! Join us! Join us! Join us! Listen, asshole!
No, you listen, little bitch. You hang up on me again, I'll cut you like a fish.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Here.
Here's Johnny.
Welcome to the 32nd episode of Slice and Dice Dreadcast. I'm your host, Joey Infante, and from Brooklyn, New York. Here with the dog, Jimmy B.
What's up, everybody?
Here with all the co-hosts, JJ Mack.
What up, what up, what up?
And special guest for tonight's Halloween retrospective and 1 year anniversary show, Mr. Bill Casanelli.
Happy fucking Halloween.
Woohoo! Happy fucking Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Michael Myers cut my spleen. Fuck yeah, 1 year.
That should have been
Right.
the intro music.
I think that's our new fucking intro right there.
Oh man, Jim, love the little intro you made. Rock and roll.
Thank you. Got to keep it metal on here over on Slice and Dice.
Yeah. Whoa. So we're gonna get into the thick of things in a moment, man. Halloween 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. It's gonna be a ride, boys.
Wow.
Well, before we get into that, quick couple things. So it feels good to be back on a microphone. I've been out of commission for over a week with a debilitating fever that wiped me the fuck out. I'm still not 100%, but I'm good enough to go. So,
You want us to make you a GoFundMe page?
no, what is it? youcare.org or some shit.
Nice. Send us money and we'll send you a fucking autographed picture of Joey.
Send a case of Red Bull and we'll red up the hooch.
Yeah, that's how we keep Joey awake now, Bill, for
Red Bull enemas.
at Red Bull enemas.
Red Bull up the ass.
Yeah.
Just make sure you put corks on the ends of the horns. Oh. So yeah, it's our 1 year anniversary show. 32 episodes over the past year. And here we are going strong, boys.
Hey, congrats, and thank you for letting me be on the show, guys.
No problem. No
Yeah,
problem
30.
at all.
20 out of the year.
20 weeks out of the year, man. Yeah.
Wow.
We did good.
Hold
We did good. We had some
Not too
great
shabby.
hosts come on board, some trials and tribulations, right? James got shafted a little. Now he's back. But hey, you know, we're going strong. We got another episode lined up after this in a couple of weeks. So hey, we're having fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the show. And you know, we'll see what everybody thinks of this Halloween retrospective. You know, this is 1 year in the making, right, Jimmy?
1 year in the making. I know you're going to hear a lot of Halloween podcasts in this month, but hopefully we're a little bit different and more fun.
Hopefully.
Oh, I
You know,
guarantee
22
it.
shots. 22 shots just dropped their episode today. I didn't listen to it, so I didn't want to be, you know, affected with their thoughts and ideas or whatever. But I know they went for 4.5 hours. How long their beginning part to when they start Halloween, I'm not sure. They like to riff for a while, but they tackled the whole franchise. So
Actually, no, it's more like 3 hours of Jeremy going, "Yeah, fuck you, Jerry."
Fuck you, Jerry. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably went literally analyze single movie by movie. We're not going to do that. So
Nah, we're just gonna fucking shoot the shit, crack jokes, and do our usual slice and dicing on the movie.
And I know, and any questions you guys may have, feel free to ask me. I usually know all the trivia and whatnot about this, but backstories and shit.
He could tell you Jamie Lee Curtis's cup size.
Before or after True Lies?
Ooh. My oh my, how they changed. So, well, before we get into those cups, anything you guys want to plug?
Well, there's a lot of things I want to plug, but
I was gonna say, plug my ears.
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming at you tonight from Haunted Hillview Manor. So that's last time I did a show from here was our marathon hurricane relief episode. So
Wow.
Ooh, and we did pick something up that episode.
that's what I hear. Yeah,
Besides crabs?
that's all. That's been gone. That was here since episode 5.
Yeah, that came with Amanda. Oh, shots fired.
Oh.
Yo, I listened to episode 2 the other day to like be like, what, my buddy was talking to me about Event Horizon. I said, let me put this on to see how fucking horrible we sounded. And I was like, who the fuck was Amanda?
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh man, we almost had a chick co-host.
Yeah, good thing I can't keep any girls around.
Man, we had some fun rides over the year. Some interesting guests.
You calling Amanda a good ride?
Oh.
Come on.
All right, we gotta get the show started, guys.
So
Sorry that the guest is trying to wrangle everybody back in. Okay?
well, I just wanted to go back to the ghost that we picked up on that episode, because I know a lot of folks out there have never heard this because it was part of the Hurricane Harvey podcast episode, but James recently went back and revisited. Do you want to fill our listeners in on that?
Me?
J-Man? Yeah, J-Man.
Sure. Yeah, man, I went back and listened to the Harvey episode of the last week or two, whenever it was. And we only reference hearing a female voice once. Like, the group of us heard somebody come through on Jim's side. I forget exactly what we heard it say now. Something about, is anyone listening, or something like that. But when you go back and listen to it on the actual podcast, you hear a female voice 2 more times before that, before any of us actually make mention that we all heard this female voice.
Really?
Yeah. So I forget what it says, something early on, like a word or something. And then we were talking about taking a break. And this thing says, yeah, let's take a break. Or like, yeah, all right, let's take a break. And
That's
then
creepy.
a couple of minutes later, we hear the "is anyone listening" thing. So when I was listening to it, because I was waiting kind of to hear the part that I remembered all of us hearing. So when I heard something say, like, speak before then, it kind of gave me like a little chill. I was like, ooh, what the fuck?
Ooh.
So
I
yeah,
actually
man.
don't know because I couldn't afford to actually chip in to buy the fucking podcast.
Well, one day, Patreon.
One day.
But in
No,
the
for real.
meantime,
Wow. That was
catch
like an
that.
intelligent fucking voice. Wow.
It was very, very awkward that night. It was creepy. So I believe I have the timestamp somewhere. James sent it to me. So if anybody's interested, maybe I could get a little snippet and post it.
Oh yeah, I welcome them to come over and talk anytime they want now too. I'm in the same seat, same room, same everything. So we'll see what happens.
Ooh, here we go.
Our 4th host of the night, Jim's Ghost.
Andrea.
Excuse me. Sorry I might have a little coughing this episode.
You're sick. It's all good, bud.
I didn't even go outside for a smoke, man. That's how you know I'm not better.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Jimmy's in the haunted house. Jimmy Mack is in his house.
Mac and cheese.
Bill is on Stephen King's lawn.
That's right.
And
Jerking off right on it.
oh yeah, right on Pennywise. And
I'll make Penny wiser.
Pennywiser. And I'm sitting here in Haddonfield, so let's kick it off with 1978's Halloween. Plot synopsis.
Really?
Michael.
Well,
Myers.
if anybody has never seen Halloween before, they're probably not listening to this podcast, but the story goes 15 years after murdering his sister on Halloween night, 1963, Michael Myers escapes from a mental hospital and returns to the small town of Haddonfield to kill again.
Wow. So, where do we begin? Jim, this is your favorite movie?
Yes.
All right. So, you want to start it off? Maybe tell us your initial viewing, first time you ever saw it, that kind of thing?
Oh, I don't know about first time I ever saw it, but it was definitely one of the first ones I ever saw as a kid. And obviously it stuck with me because, at the age of 30, I got half my arm tattooed with Michael Myers' face. But yeah, it was just always the one that I just
I
watched.
thought that was a fucking
I
Captain.
think it's a Star Trek tattoo, man.
I'm a Trekkie, man. Yeah.
Shatner.
Shatner just a little painted white. But,
He couldn't afford the
but I
rest of the ink.
I always dressed up as Michael as Halloween. I decorated my house, a lot of Michael Myers stuff, and yeah, it just I don't know why, but it was just one of the first ones I remember watching, so always stuck with me.
Did you ever dress up like that little clown?
Little clown.
Just Michael.
Hi, little Mikey. Oh man, I just keep thinking of what's his name from Rob Zombie's Halloween. Hey, Mikey. He keeps calling him fucking Mikey.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah, Danny Trejo. Fucking
I'm so good to
machete.
you, Mikey.
I'm so good to you, Mikey.
Blub, blub, blub.
Oh shit. All right, let me bust
man.
open my notes here because I actually took some extensive notes
got
for the original. I got notes,
Wow.
kid.
You do.
Yep.
Feel free. Let's go.
Let's do this. So
Get the note.
the film opens up with young Michael, right? Like Jim said, he kills his sister, right? But there's a scene with Michael watching her walk up the street singing the song, right? Wish there was the two of us. He's breathing. This is after this initial scene when he's now an adult, right?
What the hell?
Phenomenal. You just hear the breathing,
Yep.
Yeah.
But that song that was playing, right? It was singing a song about the two of us and a lot of things that I picked up watching the franchise, with the keen eye now. I don't know if you guys noticed this song, but it stood out to me. Then there was another part where they go on about fate, right? Loomis, he goes on talking about fate and all this, and it's just a perfect analogy for Michael.
Oh, is it feet? I was like, what is it? Quentin Tarantino's Halloween?
So at the beginning of this movie, I remember it, of course, but like just paying more close attention, again, picking up these different things. There was the analogy there. Great stuff, man. Puts it on the kicks it up a notch. You know what I'm saying?
And the nice tit shot.
Oh yeah. Well, that you're talking about that very first scene, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope so. Oh, I hope so.
Well, there's actually another really good one like that too later. PJ Souls.
Very, very good one.
Yeah.
Of course, got to talk about titties.
Yeah.
Sorry about your. Let's hear more about Fate. What?
Or feet. Either one.
Fate. So, what do you guys think of the opening minutes of Halloween?
My turn.
Yeah, sure. Somebody say it besides me.
The opening was great, but I want to tell a story about what happened when I first saw the movie in the theater.
Please do.
My parents took me to see this movie in 1978. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I love the movie, and when we left the theater, there was a dude walking around with a fucking sheet over his face with the eyes and the cutout and the friggin' glasses over it. I'm like, really? Scared the crap out of me. In the parking lot. No shit.
That was just a crazy scene in the movie.
Yeah. So I didn't want to talk about the opening. I wanted to talk about my experience. So.
Yeah, dude, we're jumping all over. We don't need to go in any kind of
like
logical
9 years old then? So yeah. But thank you for letting me jump around. But
You were in our production meeting. You understand how this goes.
You're
Stick to the bullet point.
I mean, if you need to reference the Curse of Michael Myers, it's okay.
We'll get there. No, but yeah, some dude walking around with that fucking costume freaked me the fuck out. So yeah, that's my experience with Halloween.
That seems like the first time we've seen Michael start like the playfulness that we do see him do throughout the franchise, like when he keeps opening doors and fucking with people, like shit like that, you know? It's like all of a sudden he became a fucking trickster, you know? Hello?
Hey.
I'm waiting for somebody to respond. Holy shit.
Yes, he's a trickster. Yes.
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
I like the
brain scan now. Like what?
when he breaks out, he's like fucking Spider-Man. The way he jumps on top of that car as it's fucking.
Who the fuck taught Michael how to drive?
Yeah, that's kind of what I dig about him, man. Like I don't recall the first time I seen any of these. I haven't seen any of them in a while, so I really did enjoy going back. I watched the Rob Zombie ones in like the last like year or two, but these other ones I haven't seen in a long time. And I was glad that we ended up doing it, also because I know how much Jim loves this, so it's always good to see your buddies get that nut off. But yeah, man, I kind of like that. Unlike, he wasn't just some mindless fucking, like, he did all kinds of shit to fuck with victims and, little tricky fuck.
Little tricky fuck.
Yo, that scene when he jumps on the car in the beginning and he escapes, right? The patients look they don't look just like, but they remind me of Romero's zombies from the original, which is also playing in the film.
Yeah, with the white sheets on there. Yeah.
All right. They're like walking around in the rain and dark, and just
in the Romero movie though, with the white sheets on them, and with him with the blue whatever they had. It's
pretty nuts.
I never thought that.
Just like I said, little things picking up when I put on my fucking spectacles.
I love too that everybody makes fun of everybody asking how did Michael learn how to drive, and then I remember I was thinking to myself watching part 6. I was like, hey, Jamie was kidnapped at 9, and now she's an adult. She's able to jump in that truck and start driving around. I'm like, must not in the family.
and she's like rocking a stick shift too. I'm like, dude, I have no clue how to drive. This chick has been fucking locked under key for 6 years. Since she was a little girl.
Even though the chick was 20 years later, but still.
Yeah. How does Michael know how to drive? I mean, I don't know. It was automatic did they have automatic vehicles back in the day? Because if so, you just click it and push, If it's a fucking stick.
Well, yes, there were automatic vehicles back then.
I don't know.
Well, actually, before that,
he's like, why didn't we have to crank it to get it started?
Right. Well, actually, before that, we actually had to like pick up the car and run with our feet really fast.
The fucking Flintstones.
These rollers on the front, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a
down a dinosaur.
You gotta think that he was 6 years old when he went in, and it was 1963. So what were the cars like in 1963?
Badass. That's what.
Yeah.
They didn't fucking.
Like
They didn't. They weren't like fucking tinfoil nowadays.
So, yeah, they were made out of fucking fiberglass.
Exactly.
So I mean, small plot point. I think that's the most common plot hole everybody always jokes about, right?
You guys ever seen the video on YouTube of Kane Hodder playing him, learning how to drive?
No.
No, I never saw that.
Yeah, just go on YouTube and search Kane Hodder play driving test to Michael Myers, something like that. But he's taking his driving test. Michael Myers.
I think Kane Hodder is going to be Jim's next tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, the Jason.
Not even Jason, just Kane Hodder.
Just
Kane
right?
Hodder.
Just his face. That's not creepy at all. When I
Get
do
a
the
portrait of
convention.
Kane Hodder on the. You're going to
Off
go to
my
your
back,
next horror
walk
convention.
off.
Kane, look what I got.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Kane, sign my arm and I'll get it tattooed.
Oh,
I like
shit.
your stuff.
Wow.
Jeez.
So,
So what did you think about, like, learning, did you learn any backstory about Halloween itself? Like the movie being, turned down so many times and it finally got played in Kansas City and then it became like one of the most lucrative independent films ever up until I think like Blair Witch Project or something.
I think it's still like the most, if you do like the, you adjust for like prices now.
inflation.
Like, they would. It's like one of the highest fucking.
Yeah, it's still up there.
Yeah.
Independent movies ever made. Yeah.
There you go. I can't. I'm like fucking retarded over here.
Nah.
Yo, you know what else would have fucking saved the whole movie? If that fucking chick's dad just fucking smelled the reefer in the car. I mean, how did he not
Don't fear the
fucking
reefer,
smell
man.
it? Don't
Yeah.
fear the reefer. That was fucking. I love that shit. That scene is great.
Yeah.
But then again, how does he not fucking smell it? Shit like that gets every time. Like there was like an episode when fucking the girl comes on 90210, Kelly Kapowski, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, whatever her fucking name is, right? She comes on the episode and like the end of the episode, she like busts out a little box and like rolls a J in the bedroom and lights it up. And I'm just saying to myself, this bitch got a pair of balls, man. I mean, that shit stinks.
What about in Poltergeist, man? When the parents are doing it.
Poltergeist, same thing. I don't know. Maybe because back in the day it was all swag and nowadays it's all fucking pungent. I don't know. But
In TV and movies, all I gotta do is wave your arm around and the smell's gone.
that's not how it works. But a couple of things in the movie that I, didn't remember exactly. The whole, I'm like, how the fuck does he get the mask, But he robs a hardware store, right? Duh. And
Just supposed to.
yeah. And then what's it called? The getup that he's always wearing. I love how he's always just fucking robbing gas station attendants. It's fucking nuts.
Well, the original, it was the tow truck driver or something like that, garage or mechanic.
Yeah. And another fantastic scene with we meet a young Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, and her two buddies walking home. These characters, right? That scene right there, super important. Exposition, letting us know who each of these people are and what they're all about. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the one, Laurie Strode, reserved, conservative, right? The other, the blonde one, who's like, lets it all
Linda.
hang out, and the sheriff's daughter, who is like in between, not in between. She's a little more on the loosey goosey side, but you see the big contrast between them, And even in Laurie's room, she has posters of James Ensnor. I'm like, who the fuck is James Ensnor? So I looked it up, right? Guess what? He was into subjects such as carnivals, masks, puppetry, skeletons, and fantastic allegories. They're dominant in his work. He dressed skeletons up in his studio. He arranged them in colorful and I can't even talk. Enigmatic.
Enigmatic.
Yeah, he used masks and like to make theatrics and still shots. He was attracted by masks, plastic forms, bright colors, with potential for psychological impact. So, if you think about that, that's fucking Halloween, man. Are you kidding me?
It is Halloween, you're right?
Amazing, bro. Like I said, shit that I never fucking picked up on when I threw my fucking specs on. You know, phenomenal.
In the background, she had Leif Garrett, who was in a movie with the Bee Gees, and if you called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and if you really look close, you know that fucking George Burns is in that movie, and George Burns is old as fuck, and his face looks like a mask, which could be used in Halloween.
Oh shit!
I'm stretching, guys. I'm sorry. And them's the jokes, right, Brandon?
I don't think we have any Jews on the show. Sorry.
No Jews here, right?
Sorry, Jeremy. Sorry, Brandon. We love you guys. Maybe I gotta get my wife down here.
We love you guys, but you can't come here.
Only for Catholics and Protestants. Sorry.
That's it.
Oh shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, how the fuck does Michael know that who's who? You know, I mean, I guess he doesn't because he thinks the other one is his sister at first, right? When he does that whole fucking grave on the bed.
No,
No,
I didn't think that was what it was for. I just think it was a cool thing to do. I don't know. I didn't think he confused her. I thought he was following Lori the whole time, so I thought he knew. Like even before that, like to the school, he was looking in the window at her. So
was that before or after he? Because I've fucking I just watched all these recently, so it never went together in my mind. But when she drops the key off at his house,
yeah,
that's the first time he sees her, or nah?
Yeah.
So you're supposed to assume that because he saw her fucking with the house, like that's why she's on the hit list. In the first one, before the whole fucking.
Because like, how the fuck does he know? This guy's been locked up since he's 6. I mean, she visited him when they were kids, right? You saw those scenes, but ultimately, not as anything higher. Did I don't know. This guy's fucking extremely intelligent.
I don't know.
I mean,
think like
Luke didn't know Leia was his sister. Michael shouldn't have known that. I'm just saying.
And they had the force.
How about
man.
this? How did Michael know how to like turn a dog into dinner? Like he knew how to gut a dog and eat it.
Primal. That's primal right there.
Yeah.
Well, serial killers are always fucking with animals from when they're little, right? So you would
It's a good
assume
call.
he probably cutting shit up before he ended up stabbing his sister to death.
Yeah.
Good call.
In
That's
Zombies
nice.
version, he's cutting up animals.
Yeah, we think
A rat.
we're going to talk about zombies versions eventually, but not much. But
Not tonight, though.
no, that's just one thing that he did. How like you just asked, how do you know how to kill a dog? But in the zombie version, he was killing animals the whole fucking time. So,
Right. But I was making a failed joke. I was trying to say, how do you know how to kill the dog and eat it? But all right.
Was it a skunk or a dog?
There's a dog.
Looked like a skunk.
No.
A lot more. It would have been better if he was eating skunk. You stinky bastard.
Why would that be better?
It's just fucking disgusting.
You know how to like cut around the scent gland, right?
No, he fucking enjoys it probably.
eating that stink.
You smell him coming a mile away. Like, what's that smell? Oh man, it's fucking Michael.
Bitch, get him out of here.
Run. No, it's the shape or the
It's the
stench.
shape.
Run.
The stench. I have a note here. It says the use of doors in the film powerful. It's true.
Oh yeah, Jim Morrison had a really good role in the movie.
Little cameo, running the camera.
I'm telling you, Michael is very strategic with fucking doors, bro.
Do tell.
He knows how to mess with people. Like, and he's also, I don't know, like fucking lightning, bro. He'll like open a door on one side of the house, and then next thing you know, the one in the back's open. Man. No, but you know, this is an independent film. I mean, there's only, you know, the whole point of this is like atmosphere, the sense of dread and all this stuff, right? So, you know, when you see these people that are in panic mode and the way a door opens randomly or a door closes randomly, it's fucking scary as shit, man.
And I think how this mirrors like the newer stuff that's always like dark and gory and all that shit is what makes this so scary is it's taking place in small town America where everything's supposed to be awesome and fun and nice and positive. So that's why I think it's scary. People watching this who live in those towns are like, holy shit, like there's gonna be a crazy dude out there after me.
Yeah. Yo, he's a fucking nut. Right? Then there's the scene where he stabs the boyfriend with the glasses, right? He stabs him up to the door, and he just like stands there, looks up at him, gives him this look. So I ask, what the fuck do you think he's thinking, guys?
I think he just want to get laid.
That's one thing Michael never fucking ever goes near, trying to get laid.
Well, apart from his sisters, but I don't know.
Well, he tried to lay his sister.
You know, he might have been like sexually like aroused by his sister in the beginning of the movie, and that's why he killed the boyfriend and then killed her.
Yeah. Could be.
Who knows? Maybe that's why he's killing his sisters, man.
I think he was too young for his hormones to take over at 6, wasn't it?
No, 6. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's you know, leaving out to psychology, but I mean, it's part of your human nature. I think from being born till, you know,
I had a hard on at 6. Don't tell me you didn't. Not at my sister though. That's a big fucking no.
That's when the butcher's knives come out.
Yeah, maybe he got like a Woody looking at his sister. And he's like, "Whoa, hey!" And then, you know, just first instinct was kill him. Who knows?
I think it was because of a thorn constellation that made him do this.
Yeah, dude, wouldn't that be awesome if they like showed like a director's cut and then showed the fucking thorn symbol on his fucking arm?
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh my!
I was, you know, before Jim said, I was waiting for Joey to explain how the knife is a phallic symbol and stabbing his sister. Actually, you know, that's Joey's fucking.
Ooh, there you go, James. Now you're talking. You're talking.
The trick or treat episode, Jim had to Joey us. I've Joeyed us in the past. Every once in a while, us two got to throw out all that fucking scholarly bullshit you're always screaming about.
Scholarly bullshit.
Hey, that's exactly what it is. Scholarly bullshit.
Boy.
And this is why I subscribe to this fucking podcast.
Oh shit!
That would make Michael gay because he stabs guys too. So,
hey man,
hey, yeah, right. He's bi.
Whatever floats your boat.
Right. Jerry, do you have any comments? Oh wait, he's not here.
Whoops. Sorry, Jerry. What else here? What else? Halloween 1, another thing, you know, the girls, right? Like, they're out drinking, getting laid. Lori's fucking babysitting and knitting. I mean,
that's the baby girl next door. It's the angel.
Here we go, James. The juxtaposition of the teenage girls, you know, shows the innocence versus the, you know, infidelities that life could take over a mind, and the toxicity of human nature could take over not just Michael and killing, but your sexuality and promiscuity can lead to death.
There you go.
I don't know.
But why does he kill dogs, man? Dogs.
Dude, he's hungry.
Maybe he's
got 8.
He's got the animal thing going.
Like, when does he eat? When does he shit? Like, we gotta see this stuff. Michael, come on! I know
Well,
you.
in
I
Rob
know you
Zombie
gotta
Halloween,
take a
he
shit.
shits in the fucking boot that he killed Ken Forey in.
No, I love
Well,
when
like,
movies
look,
show
that's
shit so people using the can. It's like, all right, somebody at least acknowledges that characters use the fucking toilet.
Yeah. What, Jim?
Huh?
What
Oh,
were
I
you
don't
saying?
remember.
No.
I don't remember. I don't know where I was going with that.
Oh man, yo,
Maybe we should move on.
another thing. Why does the neighbors ignore her? She's like fucking pleading for her life out there. Guy like looks
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Like,
Don't they turn the
"Fuck
lights
you."
off on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That didn't
We're
make
done with
sense.
trick-or-treaters buying.
Just acting
Done.
like a fool. Of course, you're going to ignore them.
Fucking teenagers.
Well, that's when you don't want trick-or-treaters coming no more. You shut your lights off.
The
But, you know,
keys. Oh, the keys.
I mean, Lori, she's like the perfect last girl, though, man. I got to tell you, I fucking really enjoyed all this shit going back to it.
She is the best final girl, and she plays that innocent role for like 2 straight movies too. It's crazy how she can be so innocent and defenseless, but yet still be alive at the end of these movies. It's freaking nuts.
Yeah, she definitely is. And she doesn't have that, like she's not a gorgeous woman by any means. She's kind of a little horsey.
You're a dick.
I don't know. Okay, I'm like
I'll
fucking
tell you,
Shrekky, She's
Lori
horsey.
is hotter in fucking H2O than she is in the first 2 movies.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Like that, she aged up well.
That's because she true lied.
She did true lie.
Great places.
Just since we bounced anyway. Going to see True Lies in the theater is the first time that my fucking knucklehead friend started drinking. We went to see True Lies the last day of school. I think it was like the 7th grade. A bunch of us went there. And before we went there, they stopped in one of the bodegas and bought a bunch of fucking wine coolers and snuck them in a school bag. We were like fucking 12 years old. They were drinking fucking wine coolers in the Pavilion Theater in the fucking balcony before they busted it all up. Good old days.
The good old days. So, what else can we say about the original Halloween right now before we move on?
How many deaths are there in that? 4?
You get the
True deaths. So we see. I mean, there's the where you get the truck driver,
where he gets the suit.
Annie, Linda.
Wait. What truck driver in Halloween?
It's called Phelps. On the side of his truck, it's like Phelps Auto or some shit. It's a mechanic.
What is this in the movie?
You just see his dead
about-
body in the bushes.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually just found I could tell you how many deaths there are.
All right.
There's 7 in the first one.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. We got Judith, the mechanic, a stray dog.
I don't count
Lester, the Wallace's dog.
Oh yeah, the
killed
dog.
2
I don't
dogs.
count the dogs.
Annie, Bob Sims, and Linda.
So
Yeah.
4, without the dogs.
Not the dogs, yeah, 4. But the dogs are people too.
5. No, 5.
No, they're not. They're dogs.
Judith, the truck driver, Linda, Bob, Annie. So 5.
Whatever happened to
All
Annie's
right, 5.
boyfriend? He never came out after that, right?
Well, we find out what happened. No, that's not him. Never mind. No, he never came out.
He
Get lost in her hair.
He never came back, right? Did he ever come back?
He was never in the movie.
Yeah, we never saw him.
Fuck.
It was just on the phone. She was going to get him and get in their car, and that's when she.
Right.
He's like, thank fucking God.
Not to pick up Paul, she gets a throat cut.
Yep.
Best kill scene ever with the overacting was great.
So let's rate
So
these
5
bad boys.
deaths as humans, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we rate this the first person view. This is obviously not the first time that it was used, right? Psycho and all that shit. But from here on, invigorates the slasher genre. I mean, this is iconic.
Sure.
So,
I like that you said invigorates and not started.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't start it. The Jollos before it.
No, I know. I agree. I'm with you. I'm just saying thank you for doing that.
And the exploding heads guys, they coined it what, proto slashers. So
They did
stuff that led up to the whole boom of the genre in the 80s.
Okay.
But yeah, this is what, I mean, independent filmmaking at its finest, using score in hand with the camera shots. I mean, it's one of a kind. So any last comments? Otherwise, let's rate this, and I'm sure we're all going to be on the same page here.
Yep. Nope, not for me. I'll wait till everyone else is done.
Well, I guess not. 5 out of 5 for me, boys. This was fucking amazing.
Yeah, 5 out of 5.
Yeah, me too, man.
All right, Bill.
4 out of 5.
Ooh, dun dun dun.
What about that? 4 out of the 5.
4 out of 5.
So why does it not get the full 5?
Because the lack of gore that I wanted in 78, and the fact, sorry,
Young
the fact that
needs
only
blood.
4 or 5 people died. I was wanting more. I'm like, come on, I want to see some shit. Nope.
Wow.
Yep.
You must really love the Saw movies and shit, huh?
Oh, I do.
You must really love Halloween 5.
Oh,
I already know how you feel about that.
Learning a lot of the backstory about this film made me appreciate it even more too. It's just, people who didn't know what they were really doing, they were trying things that they'd never done before, and and then becoming the movie that it has become is just fucking just amazing. And having your movie turned down and then adding a simple music that you record in 4 days be the main theme and one of the most iconic songs of all time, and it makes me pick up the movie. Like, it's fucking, the little things that they did is just crazy.
I completely agree too. I love that, and that's why it gets a 4, not a 3.
I mean, score is important. Sometimes a movie can be good where the score is overshadowed, but in horror, I think the score is an extremely important part of the film.
Sure. The score, the writing, the directing, all by one man. Yeah, that's why it gets a 4 out of 5.
All right. So then, 3 years later, Halloween 2 comes along. And all of a sudden, you get a nice, deep imprint in the dirt. Because that body cast was not there in the first one, right?
Not until not really, no.
No, right? All of a sudden, it's like fucking a foot down.
Yeah, they also have an extra 7-bullet gun whenever you watch part 2. He shoots him 7 times the second camera shot.
So, do we get a plot synopsis for this one?
Yeah. Halloween 2 made 1981. While Sheriff Brackett and Dr. Loomis hunt for Michael Myers, a traumatized Laurie is rushed to the hospital, and the serial killer is not far behind.
Oof. He is not far behind. All right.
But basically, this takes place the same night of Halloween Part 1, so it's kind of a continuation, and we slowly start to learn who Michael is, in relation to Laurie and all that kind of stuff, and it all takes place in a hospital where Laurie's being held.
So this is where we get the reveal that they're siblings.
Right.
So when the first one was made, was that part of it?
Nope.
No,
right? So it was just that he was just going after her because she was at his house.
The original was a babysitter killer.
Yep.
The original
babysitter murder.
I was gonna say that was supposed to be the original name, was like the Babysitter Murders or some shit like that.
Well, John Carpenter would be the first one to say he did not think it through. They were just a college kids trying to make a movie,
Well, actually, John
And,
Carpenter said that like he had the thorn thing. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
No.
One day he was
But a
looking
lot of-
up in the sky and saw this constellation.
He was
Changed
doing a lot of
everything for Michael
LSD back
Myers.
then.
when it appears.
It appeared in a dream.
So yeah, I don't know.
Oh, well, part 2 opens up with the events of the last film, and then Dr. Loomis goes in a. We didn't even mention Dr. Loomis. Not fucking once, bro. How the fuck did we talk about Halloween without mentioning fucking Donald Pleasance? Holy shit.
That's funny as shit.
Donald who?
We're trying to get a footing here. If part 1 was just a jumping off point.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Ronald McDonald.
It wouldn't be the first time we left out a major character while talking about him. Somebody was just telling me recently that they listened. I think it was my cousin was listening to the Purge episode, and we didn't mention fucking Leo until like the last 5 seconds of the fucking podcast. How's that even possible? He's like the main character of the fucking the second and third one.
Yeah. Somehow, some way, we did it.
We make it all happen.
That's how it happens on Slice and Dice. Never know what you're gonna get. All right, now the opening, right? It seems from the last thing, and then they add a little more on. But ultimately, opening scene to the first one compared to the opening scene of the second one, fucking weak, bro.
Yeah. All right. May I interject here?
Sure.
Thank you, guys. I want to note something. If you watch the opening scene of part 2, if you count the bullets that Loomis shoots, there are 7, not 6.
I said that already.
You already said that, bud.
I know. But through the whole movie, he's going, I shot him 6 times. I shot him 6 times. I'm going, yo, fucking 7, dude. Sorry.
That's exactly why I said it.
As you were.
So
I did the way I said it. Thank you, Bo.
Actually,
you
I went
for
and took a
the-
piss then. I'm sorry.
So on the last episode of the Horror Mafia podcast, we did our overrated and underrated top 5, overrated, top 5 underrated. And Halloween 2 came in as my number 1 overrated horror movie film.
Holy shit.
Now, not to say that this is a bad film, but I've seen people fucking posting all month how they like part 2 better than part 1. What are you, fucking on drugs?
You fucking kidding me?
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Wrong podcast. Sorry. Yo, so that I think it's fucking crazy. I mean, you guys, where are you guys at with part 2?
Oh, it's not
I
better
like
than part
part
2.
2. Oh, love it more than 1, but I love it.
I'm just befuddled. How could somebody put this? I think this was fucking God.
I think it's on par with the first one. I don't think it's so much like worse that people saying that they like it better than the first one is unthinkable. Stop being a fucking snob, Joe.
Yeah, Joe. Fuck, Joe. Fuck,
Oh,
man.
Jesus.
I will snob it up.
I think this is a great example of a sequel. Like it progressed the story and enough. It didn't come across as forced. We didn't learn anything until basically the end of part 2. So I think as transition goes from first to second, I think this is a great part 1 and 2. They just go together.
I really like that it kind of was a straight continuation of the first one. The whole reveal of them being fucking siblings and shit. Like, it wasn't an insane fucking stretch like the whole druid fucking thing that's gonna come up later. But
Oh yeah,
it I mean, I really like the second one, man.
I don't know. I like it. Don't get me wrong,
All
but
right, Joe, listen.
I find it draggy at times. Like some scenes, it's just like, come on already, kill these fuckers. Let's move it along. He's like,
Actually,
I get that.
I thought it was really
hanging
cool and like
around.
well paced. Wow.
Like
And the
going
fact that they killed
outside,
fucking Ben
being
Tramer, come on.
outside, sitting in the fucking car, waiting for them to show up, then running back. I don't know. It was just, I don't know. I'm not crazy about it. not crazy.
I am. I'm very crazy about this. It's one of my favorite sequels of all time, actually. But
Like,
oh god,
how does this fucking lady know that she's Judith Myers, Laurie's Judith Myers, but Loomis, who's been with fucking this guy for 15 years, has no clue. Come on.
what about the fact that
They kept the records hidden, and then they unlocked them.
how about that they keep calling, or at least Loomis calls it Sam Hain. It's Samhain. Hello,
Sam Hain.
Sam Hain.
On the wall in blood.
At the school.
Sam Hain. No, yeah.
It's
No, I
like,
really.
Loomis, you got to get back there. No, I can't. There's a marshal outside. Like, dude, come on already. Let's get on with the show, folks.
Oh man, come on.
I found it a little dull compared to the first one. You know, I don't think it's a bad movie by any means, but I just think that it gets way too much praise for what it is. I like the fact that it continues right after part one. I do. And my favorite part of the movie is when you see the kid with the razor in his mouth. I never realized that. I was like, holy shit.
I remember watching it as a kid and thinking he was an ice cube. I don't know why. Like, I was like, this kid has an ice cube in his mouth. I didn't know it was a razor until like later on.
I remember like seeing a mom with the kid, but I didn't realize that it was, you know, the old myth of getting the razor blade in your candy.
My favorite part of seeing Dana Carvey as the assistant.
And I don't know. This is where Michael becomes like, I could walk through fucking doors, Michael Myers, you know?
Well, yeah, after being shot 6/7 times, he realizes I can do whatever the fuck I want. I think at the beginning, in the first one, he was more just like a, human stalker. Now he's like, that's when he turned over into, I'm a supernatural being now.
Yeah.
Powered by the thorn.
Powered by the thorn. Chevron. Like, there's the scene where he takes the knife from the old people. Like, why doesn't he kill them?
They're not impeding his search. I think it's only people who get in the way. Maybe, I don't know.
It's like sometimes he just kills to kill. Sometimes he lets people go.
Yeah.
Everybody tends to get in his way of the thing. Like, I'm trying to think of if he just randomly kills whoever.
That's what I mean.
He kills the girl next door, the teenage girl.
Yeah, but she was asking for it.
She was a real bitch.
Yeah, walking around with fucking pants. You can't wear those pants. Ask not to get killed.
Shit.
It's right down the street.
I like the part with the the fake Michael Myers where they hit him with the car or whatever.
Yeah.
Ben Tramer.
Yeah, Ben Tramer.
Back to the first one.
I thought that was interesting. I like that part. Like I said, I do like this movie. It's not that I don't like the movie. It's just I just can't fathom how folks would like this better than part one.
No, man, no way.
So
it's a great sequel, but not as great as one.
It's a great sequel, but it's definitely, in my opinion, overrated. I like the flashback scenes where it's like the mother saying, "I'm not your mother," and you get her visiting young Michael, so there was that whole connection going on. And you see the kitty picture with the knife in it. I like this stuff. You know what I mean? I like the story development, the plot development, right? It's just the stalking in the movie, I think, is drawn out. It's sometimes like the bathtub scene, like, come on already. Let's go. Let's get this over with, folks.
Nice big tip.
Scenes where Laurie's like traveling through the hospital, right?
Wait, you said bathtub scene? Are you talking about the hot tub?
Yeah.
Oh man,
the best scene.
Why is it the best? Because there's titties?
Damn right.
Not just titties, but fucking perfect titties.
And man ass. I mean, what?
And the man ass, yeah.
Amazing grace. Put on my face.
Don't be shy. I want your pie.
Oh,
Oh, that guy was funny.
Yes, he was.
bud.
I bet you that's where they get Axel from in Friday the 13th Part 4.
There's a little homage here. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but combination this movie and H2O was, you know, the scene when he kills a nurse in the back and he like lifts her up and shit. And he does the Lee's boyfriend and H2O too does the same exact kill. I thought that was a cool little throwback.
That takes some strength.
Yeah.
Actually, the nurse, I didn't think much of it, but when I was watching H2O and he does it to the dude, I'm like, that's a really strong fucking handle on that knife. Like,
How about, like,
it's not
coming
just
down
snap off the fucking end. I've broken knives trying to cut through a fucking pound cake.
He's cutting through ribs and shit.
Yeah, it's bad throwing some shit through
I'm gonna
someone's
leave that
spine.
until that movie comes. I'm gonna leave it for that. Anyway, go on. Yes.
I don't know. I'm just, it's all right. I like it. It's not. I'm not crazy about it. It's a good sequel. But it's, I don't know, man. I feel like we're fucking trudging through mud to get to the end.
I mean,
Wow.
Joe, everybody's entitled to their opinion. It's just your opinion's wrong.
I hear you, Jimmy Mac.
Jimmy Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. What do you think? Come on.
I mean, I know John Carpenter wanted them to go with a more gory approach to this one, right? That was the whole shtick here. Yeah,
he filmed 3 extra scenes or something like that and had them edit in.
Right,
yeah.
he filmed some scenes, right?
Yeah, he filmed
like a
some
dual
gore
thing.
scenes. You know, there's like the first one, that sense of dread, that sense of fear is predominant. Where I don't feel that here. I'm not scared. I'm not fucking wrapped up in the craziness of it all. You know?
Wow.
And the only character we really care about, or the only 2 characters, are, you know, Loomis and
no. The only character you care about in this movie is is fucking
the lady who
Nurse.
shows the breast. I know.
No, now I'm forgetting his name. The guy who plays Garth in Wayne's World. What's his name?
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey. Thank you.
well, that too.
The best role.
He did, I believe he survived the film too, so good for him.
He did. Yeah. Driving an ambulance.
Like, you know, that bathtub scene, right?
Hot tub, Joe.
Hot tub scene. He fucking.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Fucking bathtub. Hot tub. Big difference. Pamela Susan Shoop is not in your bathtub.
Excuse me. So I'm like looking at the movie and this fucking lady's face is starting to melt away while Michael's hand is perfectly fine.
He's not human anymore.
Her tits were still good too after he's pushing her face in that. He didn't touch her tits.
Oh shit. You know, I mean, he gets fucking eyeballs blown out. I mean, come on. The fuck? Like, all right, if you're gonna make him immortal, let's tell us, give us a tidbit, something here. Like, you made a sequel, stretch us a little bit, you know?
What does it tell you about fucking Loomis? How good a shot he is.
Oh, he's phenomenal, right?
Get your eyeballs out. My God.
Fucking shoot you in the eye, bro. Holy shit. You know, he's like the fucking he's like the fucking anti-crime fighter over here, Michael Myers, bro. He's gonna start doing roundhouse kicks in the new one. Bam! Fucking elbow drop. Boom.
That was another movie with what's his name? Chuck Norris. It was called. What's it called?
Buster Rhymes.
Michael Myers versus Chuck Norris. What was it?
Buster Rhymes.
Silent Rage.
Silent Rage.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Silent Rage.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I don't know.
What's your ratings on this one?
I was going to try to chew it up a little bit, but I'll stop.
What's your rating?
I go with 3 out of 5 on this one.
Nice.
You know, like I said, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a horrible movie by any means. I do think the pacing is off. The first half of the movie, the first third of the movie, I think is good. The middle part drags, and the end is half dragging.
Wow.
I don't know, like, you know how in the first one I was talking about the exposition, like you meet the friends, you really get to know who these characters are. Here, you get no exposition. There's just Laurie, Michael, Loomis.
But that's
Let's
because
go.
it starts right from, like, there's no reason to introduce anybody else because they're not going to be
Oh.
around.
Hey, it's a
Great
fucking
call there,
of course,
Jimmy
it's a
Mack.
movie. You got to introduce people.
You don't got to introduce anybody. The whole fucking point of the movie is her getting chased through the hospital and the school and shit.
Direct
Like,
sequel.
what,
Yeah.
you're going to get to
Right
know
after what
fucking
happened.
nurses that don't matter? It starts right from the fucking end of the first one, dude.
Right.
You guys are now affecting my fucking score. You know that, right?
Well, give us more. Let's go. More with Loomis. More with Laurie. Not just her sitting in a bed with her fucking horrible wig.
Oh, the wig.
I can't stop looking at her fucking head. And she's like in a movie for 20 minutes. And she's fucking either crawling on the floor, sitting in a car, or laying in a bed.
She had like her speaking scenes were literally like there might have been like fucking 5 sentences spoken from her all movie.
Oh man.
Like when those girls died, I was like, no, like I didn't want them to die. Like, but here, like, there's no sympathy for these people. It doesn't matter anymore. And it loses that credibility where when you care for a character and they get killed, it means a lot more. It's a lot more powerful than just a regular fucking kill.
Yep.
Wow.
Or they just
You guys
wanted,
really did affect my score.
or they just wanted you to be more invested in Laurie's character, so they didn't want it to be overshadowed by anybody.
Especially with the reveal that they're fucking related. The movie was solely about fucking Laurie. I don't think they needed to introduce or get into too much backstory on anything fucking else.
But if it's solely
This is
about her,
1984.
she's barely in the fucking movie. An hour and a half, she's in it for
That's not true.
22
Come on.
minutes. I think she's in it for 22 minutes.
I didn't check, but I don't know.
Still, though, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it. Here we go.
Who's next?
All right, we got Joey. Who's next?
I'm going last, so you guys go.
I'll go. I'm giving this one a 4.75 because I only like this less than the first one.
Hold on, Jim Mack. What'd you give the first one? 5?
I gave the first one a 5.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I only slightly like this one less than I did the first one. I thought it was good, and Joey could be mad about it, but that's his problem.
I ain't mad about shit, homie. I'm sure many will agree with me.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. I got a 4 out of 5. I think it's good for this. It was good for a sequel. It was good. I like the idea of starting it the same night, learning the backstory of why she is being chased, but not being that wasn't the driving force of the film. They waited till the end. So, yeah, I mean, I get Joey's point of not caring about the characters, but I don't see it as a bad thing. I think us being invested more in the lead characters means more than learning, this ambulance driver and nurse's backstory and shit. So it doesn't really bother me.
I'm saying you don't need a whole fucking diatribe, but you just got to care about them. I don't need their biography,
It's a good thing and a bad thing. It can be both.
Like the boy, the ambulance driver. It's just all of a sudden he's fucking infatuated with Laurie. Like, who the fuck is this guy? What, are you kidding me? The guy who fucking talks about eating pie, he gets the most exposition out of anybody.
He loves his pie.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So who else got to rate this bad boy?
Bill.
I do.
Bill.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to give the same thing. I'm going from a 4 for the original Halloween out of 5. And this one's a 3.75.
Ooh, not
Yes.
bad. Not bad.
This is how you fucking make a sequel. You take it exactly the moment it took place. You put the same people in the same situation. You put a lot of gore. First movie. You have the killer going through a fucking glass wall, just walking through it like nothing happened. This is a movie you make as a sequel. Hell yeah. So yeah. 3.7.
Woo, yeah.
For a sequel, it's damn good.
And some
'Cause
titties.
usually sequels
What's
blow
that?
goats.
They raised 2
Yeah.
cup sizes and everything. It was
Can
good.
we actually consider this a sequel though, or is it volume 2 of Halloween?
Oh, stop it.
It's Guardians.
It's
of the
one
Galaxy
continuing
Volume
story.
2.
You got Kill Bill Volume 1, Volume 2. You got fucking Halloween Volume 1, Volume 2.
What about
Oh.
Guardians of
Well,
the
that's what
Galaxy?
sequels are, is volume 2.
But it's like some sequels like a completely different fucking set of shit. Or more time.
Well, a different guy playing the killer, different director, different this, come on.
Like the movie loses a lot of that direction that Carpenter, those camera shots that he gives us, in the town. And I think, you pop it right in you go from, basically having the whole town as a playing field to confining this into a hospital. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's cool to like invert it, let's switch it around here, right? Let's kind of like trap them,
Sure.
So
confine her
it's
to a
not bad. It's not bad, the movie.
Yeah, it's scary. She's in a bed and she's strapped down. She can't move. The fuck? So yeah. I found that scary. I found the fact that he can walk through fucking walls. The gore is awesome. The backstory with the sister thing, I loved it. Yeah. This is how you make a sequel.
That she's a victim the entire 2 movies. Like she literally has the innocent victim role, and we're just like feeling so bad for her. Like, why the fuck is this dude trying to kill this girl? She hasn't done anything wrong.
You know why, right?
Here it is.
Makes sense.
Though Jamie Lee Curtis has top billing, she only appears on screen for approximately 25 minutes and 21 seconds.
Yeah, because after the first movie, she made a lot of money. Come on.
I think it said that she got paid like 10 times the amount for the first movie.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. It's like, all right, you made this stupid little horror movie and you made a lot of money. Hey, you want to do the sequel? Well, 25 minutes of it, give me this much. Sure.
And then after part 2, she said,
yeah.
What did she say? It blacked out.
She said, fuck it. I'll be back in part 7. I'll be back to say,
we're getting there, Jim.
I will see you guys when inflation rises.
Yep.
Shit.
And my titties get bigger.
Damn. Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Well, here we are, folks. Halloween 2, 2 great films, or as James likes to say, 1 fucking volume, 2 volumes, or fuck.
1 volume shit.
More of the night he came home, guys. Let's do it. So,
still the same night he came home.
Right.
Shit. Excuse me. My fault.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? Dana Carvey went on to star with Mike Myers in fucking World.
That's funny.
In Shrek 3.
That's crazy. Oh, shit.
What, you had no idea that was Dana Carvey, bro?
No, I did not. I had no idea.
Wow. Actually, in the TV version, he has a bigger role.
In the TV version?
Yeah, there's two different versions of Halloween 2. There's a TV cut and a theatrical cut.
So what? You know the difference? What is it? The TV is edited?
I don't know offhand, but there is a big difference. A lot of added scenes. Wait, are we recording now or what? I want to have a smoke so bad, man.
Oh, we don't take breaks on Slice and Dice.
That shit.
All right.
We don't take breaks.
Yeah.
All
No
right.
problem.
No, but yeah, let's move on. We're not going to part 3 though, right?
Part 3, we're skipping season.
Oh, that's why I had all my notes was for part 3.
Could you open the window? I want to smoke
too
here.
bad. Leave your intellectual
Okay.
shit for somebody else, James.
Oh, man.
Save that shit for Death by Podcast, bro. All right. Halloween 4.
The return. The return of.
I've gotten notes.
I'm sure this is going to be a 5
Oh,
out of 5, right?
I'm going to fill up my cup while you give the plot synopsis.
Thank you. Something, anything.
Alrighty. So we cut from Halloween 2 to Halloween 4, and that brings us back up to 1988. 10 years after his original massacre, the invalid Michael Myers awakens and returns to Haddonfield to kill his 7-year-old niece on Halloween. Can Dr. Loomis stop him? So basically, Michael is now searching for his niece to kill, aka Jamie Lee Curtis's Laurie Strode's daughter, Jamie.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hi.
Actually, they were originally, her name was supposed to be Brittany or something in the movie, right? And they ended up naming her Jamie after Jamie Lee Curtis as a homage.
Yeah. Directed by Dwight H. Little. Writers Dahani Lipsius and Larry Ratner.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Introducing a young Danielle Harris.
Yeah, baby.
As a little kid, I thought was like super hot.
Ew, you fucking.
When I was a little kid, not now.
What the fuck?
I was.
I had to fucking. After I said that, I realized I had to go back and fix it. But
Oh, when you two were a little kid.
yeah, when I too was a child, because she was on fucking Roseanne, she was on Boy Meets World, she was like on a ton of shit.
Oh yeah, when she was a teenager, she was hot as shit.
Yeah. And eventually she shows her breasts. Jimmy.
Yes, she does. A lot in movies. I love it.
Yeah.
She was in Free Willy too.
Oh, she freed her willies.
Oh, my
Oh.
was great. I'm looking at her right now. And she came back to play a different character in Rob Zombie's.
Yep.
Halloween 1 and 2. She played
was
the Andy
great,
character.
man. She was great in
Also in the Hatchet 2 and 3.
well,
Yeah, baby.
here shit starts to get weird. Actually, it doesn't really get too weird yet until part 5. Then it starts to get real fucking weird.
Yeah, no, this is pretty much a good extra little. Hey, we're gonna keep the same kind of formula a little bit, and we'll give you a little backstory in this one film instead of waiting for 2.
I was entertained, to say the least.
I didn't hate it. I definitely didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it either, but I was not over the top with it. All right?
No.
So I haven't seen these movies since I was a kid, and revisiting them, I have heard polarizing comments about 4, 5, and 6. People either love them or hate them. Right?
Well,
I could understand grouping 4 and 5 together, but 6 is like
not 4, 5, and 6.
Like 6, I feel like should be left in its own fucking little world
Yes.
that nobody goes to.
I actually wrote a movie. I wrote a
One
house.
should never go to.
But the whole arc goes over 4, 5, and 6, even though you might not agree with what happens in 6. It might be off the fucking walls. It's still part of the whole canon.
The ending of part
Please,
5.
Mel.
Right, leads into it.
What? I'm sorry.
What?
Say it again. The ending of 5. What?
Ending of 5 leads into what we see in part 6.
Right. Although I wish they brought Daniel Harris back, but we'll get to that in a bit.
Let's not jump to 6 yet. We're at 4.
I do hate the misleading poster that had the good mask on it, and then we get the mask we get in part 4.
Is that the Bozo the Clown hair part? No, that's
nope.
No, like
that's later.
Slick back hair.
Oh yeah, slick back.
The poster for the movie is like the picture from part 1, and then we get this shitty looking mask.
Yeah,
in
it's
part
just
4.
super clean looking and shit.
That's funny.
So this one opens up. We get Michael being transferred, right?
Well, actually, the credit scene is actually really good in 4. The opening credit scene is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But it's got like a nice rural, like orange glow to it, and it looks really good. But
it looks like a nice false. Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is, does that look like fucking Chicago, or what is it? Illinois, a suburb of Illinois. Hello.
I've never been to the suburbs of Illinois. I'm not too familiar with it.
No. Looks like fucking Utah. Well, guess where they made the movie?
Yeah, well, at least there weren't palm trees in the background like in part 1.
True. Good point. Yeah, no. Ugh.
So
anyway, the opening credits are awesome. I'll give it that.
All right. We get the Michael being transferred to Smith's Grove. He basically wakes up, kills the ambulance peeps, and makes his way back to Haddonfield. And oh god, the scene at the gas station. Fucking Loomis finds out. He goes after him. So that scene at the gas station, guys. What do you think?
What part of it?
Football player Michael with the giant fucking shoulders.
Also, you get like a fucking Hollywood explosion, like from a fucking action film.
That's why they had money to waste. They had to spend it somewhere.
Oh man, this guy Loomis goes through so much shit. I don't know how he was kicking still.
So, how do you guys think about his little scarring after his big explosion at the end of part 2?
He exploded in part 2.
Oh god, part 2. Forgot fucking.
He's got like some scars on the right side of his face.
Yeah.
Explosions, fires, and these two are still fucking rocking.
Oh
man. Shit. And he just, goes, makes his. It's like, this guy's fucking traveling around. Let me find the nearest gas station and get some overalls. Got to get my get up on.
Need my. They know how to see me. This is the only way they're going to recognize me if I'm in my jumpsuit.
So I don't know. That scene was like, I do not remember this movie at all, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I do not remember that explosion. A little OD. So then we shift and we meet a young Danielle Harris who plays Jamie Lloyd, again the daughter of Laurie Strode. So basically, what the movie's about is him going after her now. So
yeah. We
find out Laurie's dead.
In a car accident or something?
Yes.
I don't know if they actually said that she was dead in a car accident or if that was from H2O where we find it out.
The newspaper clipping said a car accident.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think here?
He steals another mask, dude, of himself. And it looks like nothing like fucking William Shatner.
It's awful. I don't know why they changed the mask so damn much, but fuck.
You know, at this point, this guy's like a known serial killer. Why are they still selling this fucking mask? I don't get it.
Well, I guess at
all
this
these
point-
people like dressing like him too.
At this point, nobody would even know that he wore that mask because he was never really nobody who was doing interviews and shit saying they saw him in a white mask. Everybody that saw him died, I think.
You get the scene where it's like 5 Michael Myers coming out. I was like,
Yeah.
the cult started already? Like, what?
And they're like, ha ha ha. Dude, you got your fucking guns pointed at you. Why would you do this?
Gotta let the suspense rise.
No. No.
Get the blonde hair Jason in school. That was good. Or it's Michael. Blonde haired Michael. Nobody else noticed that?
What's that? Michael
Blonde
had blonde
hair
hair in this
mask?
one? Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
in the scene at
it was a different mask. It was all like it looked nothing like the original William Shatner, and the hair was slicked back. Like, what? Ugh. I'm waiting for the part where you guys talk about the gun.
Well, what about this attack on the police station? This guy is a fucking wrecking crew.
That's part 5, man.
No, it's not.
What?
He kills all the officers in the police station, and then they form a lynch mob.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I know they all blur together, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you get when you play the same characters. I love that they kept the same characters. They're with Jamie and the sister and her friend Tina. Like they kept the same characters in the movie. I thought that was cool. Another kind of volume, part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, we get another sheriff's daughter. You know, Brady.
She was
Fucking
hot,
Brady.
but you know what? Come on.
Those
Well,
tits. Dude.
you do not get to see them in this one.
Those tits. I saw. You see
No.
side
You
boobs.
do not get the full reveal.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Where?
You do not get the full reveal. She goes to take off her top, and she's in a bra, and then when she goes to take it off, you do not see her, boobs.
No, but whenever her dad comes in, she stands up and leans over to put her T-shirt on. You see a whole bunch of side.
Really? I missed that.
Oh, I did not.
Kim has the time
1.5. That
It's
was
like
a
fucking
Dave
Mr.
Zendano
Skin.
right there.
There are 19 people killed, including a dog.
The
Yeah.
poor dogs, man. Michael, leave the fucking dogs alone. You don't harm the fucking kids. You don't harm the old people. Why do you got to take the fucking dog out, man?
He's a cat guy.
Cat guy.
Just see him.
It's funny.
For the past 10 years, he was stroking his cat. I'm watching H2O. I'm like, what the fuck was this guy doing for 20 years?
He's like
Stroking his cat.
or a mafia logo.
I was thinking that. I just didn't know how to put it into the combo.
Donnie.
Donnie Myers stroking his cat.
Yeah. See, I still have seen the fucking Godfather movies yet.
Are we ever gonna get that episode?
Yeah, we'll get it out.
So, what's her name? Rachel. It's like, Rachel,
Yes.
what do you see in this fucking asshole Brady? He's just a fucking dick. He's a real dick.
Hey, come on now. He's a teenager. She wasn't giving it up.
Dude. The amount of people playing jokes on everyone with the fucking Michael Myers mask. Come on.
Yeah, it's a little OD.
Everyone's like, oh, I'm really not Michael Myers. Oh. Dude, didn't you fucking learn from last year when whatever, like Ben Myers, whatever Ben Troyer died? In the fucking,
Vern Troyer.
Yeah.
Ben Tramer.
Vern Troyer.
Ben
Ben
Tramer.
Tramer. Vern Troyer.
Hi, I'm Michael Myers.
I'm Mini Michael.
Yo, I just, I don't know. People in this movie are idiots. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
start boarding up every window in this house. Like, dude, you think that's gonna stop them? What are you fucking kidding me? At this point, you guys know what you're dealing with, Loomis. You're wasting time.
Yeah, it's just funny because Loomis always intersects everybody else with him, but he knows. Oh, nothing can kill him, but you people need to come and stand with me and
just like get in your fucking cars and drive, and don't fucking stop until the sun comes.
All right, right.
Problem
How about
solved.
the part where Michael picks up the fucking gun? He has a fucking shotgun in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
What's he do?
throws it.
Fucking chucks it off the balcony.
Does not pull the trigger. Stabs a fucking girl with a gun.
He puts it right through her. That's what happens, right?
Yeah. Why?
Right through her.
Ugh. Terrible.
Dude, she comes. Yo, first Rachel throws, here, have some coffee with that. Throws it on the chick. I'm like, dude, this fucking girl who'd had her freaking tatas burnt off because she comes out with the tray and the cups are fucking smoking.
Right. I agree. Nice. Nope. Ugh.
I don't know. It was entertaining, like I said. Tons of plot holes, but
Tons of plot holes.
yeah.
Dude, they kill Michael. Let me say kill by letting him fall into a fucking hole. Oh, he's dead. All right, he got blown up. He got shot his eyeballs out. And he's all right. He's dead. He fell in a hole. No, he's not fucking dead. What are you, crazy? Come on.
Some wood fell on him. I mean, come on.
Some wood fell on him. He's like, yeah, he's
Couple
dead.
of pieces.
Ugh.
Is it over? It's over.
I love how he kept. I love how
like,
Sheriff Meek was
he's
like,
evil. Oh, wait. No, he's dead. No.
You're evil on two legs. Here, shoot him.
here,
Let me shoot him.
hit him with this piece of wood. Yes, club him down.
No.
I love how Sheriff Meeker refers to the other cops, those state boys. Get on the horn with those state boys. Dude, like, I don't know. Why did it take so long? For fucking state troopers to show up.
Oh,
Yeah, because they're in fucking Utah, not fucking Illinois. That's why.
They're in Utah.
They're in Haddonfield, Illinois. In
Oh my
fucking
God.
Utah.
What the fuck?
Ugh. They look nothing like Illinois, man. Sorry.
Again, I don't know Illinois, but I know
No, I don't either, but
I know fucking cop cars could go really fast. Oh shit, man. So what happens? He gets fucking
he falls in a hole.
falls in the ditch.
He's dead. Oh yeah, he's dead.
Meanwhile, you got the fucking lynch mob shooting wrong people. Oh god. Then this guy he gets shot like 87 times with fucking SWAT team fucking bazookas.
Yeah.
he's just standing there. Ew.
What about the end scene?
And it's funny you
The best part of the movie, in my opinion, the end scene.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
happened? What part did that like take place again?
What do you mean?
Where'd
what
that
part?
continue, man?
what?
The end scene with Daniel Harris,
Yeah. They go home.
the stepmom.
It's all done. She goes upstairs, draws a bath, pops scissors in mom's back.
Yeah, and then what happens in the next movie? What happened there?
Right. I mean, the movie ends here.
We forgot about that. It's okay.
It's all right, Jamie. Don't worry. You only stabbed your mom. She still loves you.
Right? What the fuck?
And all of a sudden, Tina's like her fucking new guardian. What the fuck? She didn't even notice chick in the part 4. Remember she gets in the car, she's like,
Spearhead
you
cast
remember
for
my
them to
friend
create a
Tina, right?
relationship.
oh, she stabbed her mom. Let's love this girl. Yeah, everybody come visit her all the time. Let's bring a fucking giant dog into the psych ward with us too. Woo. The fuck? We'll get to that in a
There's
second. Yeah.
no comment about that whatsoever in any other movies. Hey. Ugh.
Well, they get to that.
So who
We'll-
liked part 4?
All right, so I
Raise your
like
hand.
the ending. I think the ending was great. I remember that's the one thing I remember from this
Really?
movie, and I remember seeing it. I was young, and I remember being like, "Holy shit!" You know?
How long? I was like 20. So
Yeah. So I was like fucking
I
4
was in the audience
when
going,
this
what the
came out.
fuck is wrong with you people?
But
Yeah.
I remember I had this on bootleggy VHS.
Oh, wow.
This
I saw it in the
ending,
theater. I was like, the fuck?
the what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Matt?
What do you guys think of the ending?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I always liked the ending of this one.
Oh, man.
I always thought it was dope.
I'm in the
You know,
minority here.
even fucking Loomis tries to take a shot at her, gets fucking tackled.
I mean, I like
He's about to
It was
shoot a fucking 9-year-old girl.
trying to take a shot.
Oh, wait. We ain't done part 5 yet.
He was trying to shoot her.
He knew that the evil was in her.
No.
No, he did not.
No.
But I like how they showed like they had a connection, and Michael and her, they're
Yeah, all
the
the
bloodline
Nope,
and
there's
all
no
that.
connection yet till part 5, dude.
Yeah, but you can look back and see that. So knowing what
Mm.
Michael did in part 1 with the
I
clown mask,
disagree, but all right.
yeah, it
you
was
know.
cool. It was the same kind of fucking costume Michael had when he clapped his fucking sister.
yeah,
We didn't get the boots in this one yet, right?
The boots.
The boots.
What boots?
The man in
We got
black's
boots.
boots.
Oh, no, not it's part 5.
Nah, 5.
That's part 5,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Yeah. So as a standalone from point A to point B, when we get to the end, I like it. I like the way it ends.
Wow.
So shall we rate this bad boy?
let's go.
Please, let's get this over with.
He's like, Bill's not enjoying the
No, I want to go last.
positive.
Oh, I got 2 out of 5 for Halloween 4: Return of Michael Myers. I thought it was entertaining, to say the least. Man, I the best thing about it was Danielle Harris. She was excellent in the film. Everything else was hokey. The opening scene, weak. The explosion, really? Come on. But yeah, didn't care about these characters, so I wasn't invested, but I was entertained. I like the whole storyline. You know, I like the narrative arc aspect of it. Right? I like how it could continue. But James?
Nice.
Yeah, I don't hate this movie. Like Joe said, I think Daniel Harris is the best part of it. Because sometimes little kids being in movies, they fucking annoy. Like I've said, there's been plenty of times on Slice and Dice where I've referred to wanting to punch one of these little kids in the face.
What
Babadook.
was the kid's name? I don't know his name, but the Wes Craven's New Nightmare kid and the Full House kid.
Yeah. That. You know,
Yeah.
like they could be annoying, but I thought she did it well. And that last scene, like that was probably one of the few things I remembered about this movie, being that I haven't seen it in so fucking long. When she's standing there with the scissors and all blooded up and shit. Because how often do you see little kids, killing people and shit on fucking TV? Especially when I was a kid and I seen it the first time around. So that really fucked with me and shit. But I don't hate this fucking movie. I like it. So I'll give it like a 3, I guess.
All right,
Yeah,
Jimmy?
I like that it was the ending. Most is because for part 1 and 2, we never really got like a twist ending. You know what I mean? This was the first twist ending that, you know, told us, okay, this is going to keep going. They must be connected somehow. You made you want to, you know, hope that you get another movie and you learn who exactly they are. But yeah, I don't know. The whole movie as a whole, I'm saying a 3 out of 5 though.
All right, Bill.
Wow. I am with you, Joey. I'm giving you a 2 out of 5. This movie is a shit fucking piece of crap. Only made because they wanted more Michael Myers. Fuck them. Anyway, Danielle Harris was great. And yeah, she bumped the movie up to a 2. So yeah, 2 out of 5.
You can't kill damnation. Oh, now where are we gonna go with this, boys? Halloween 5.
Oh my, great
The
movie.
Revenge of Michael Myers.
Part 5.
Made 1 year later, so this was pretty much the starting of. You know, we do have a lot of sequels, but they didn't really go. My Halloween did not go like every year, like Friday and Nightmare did. So I thought that was a good part. You know, I don't know if that was budgeting or marketing or what, but it made people not get sick of it, having to wait, you know, 5-6 years in between movies. But these two, you know, were back to back. So I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have enough time to put a good film together, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Might have wanted to capitalize on Danielle Harris still looking like Danielle Harris. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
First one she's in.
So we all right, Halloween 5. We get the recap of the end of part 4, right? So now Jamie is in a children's clinic. A children's clinic. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Not a fucking psych ward where she belongs. She's now mute. She's not talking. And we find out that after 1 million gunshots to the body, Michael's still alive. He takes a little trip downriver, and some dude finds him and treats him while he's in a coma.
I was good to you, Mikey.
Only to be awoken and killed by
And then kills Machete.
Wah, wah, wah. But all of a sudden we get Jamie like tweaking out. What happened to this girl? So none of that happens in part 1. But here there's a sign, there's a link, right?
That was good.
What the fuck was that?
That was my bad.
Wow, music on.
Fucking video started playing on my phone accidentally. Sorry, guys. That's my fault.
Also, we know he's browsing Facebook while we're doing the show here. That's great. Checking out Instagram.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I gotta keep on top of the Instagram. Joe,
Slice and
Slice
dice Dreadcast
underscore and underscore dice underscore Dreadcast underscore James underscore Mac. Haven't been there in a while.
yeah. I haven't gotten my dose of Joey liking 100 photos in one fucking shot.
Oh, shit.
So
So this one, Loomis is kind of like outside the box. He's basically nuts trying to get this chick to, you know, tell him where Michael is and all that shit, and she ain't having it.
yo, I could not take this fucking nurse, bro. She was over the top, annoying as shit. She needed to go. She ruined the movie.
Just the nurse.
It's okay, baby. No, Jamie. No. Shut up, you doctor. Fucking lady was annoying. Bitch, you never dealt with Michael Myers. You have no idea. Do not.
With me, bitch.
Oh, God.
And the worst mask of all the series, I would say.
No.
Are
Really?
you kidding me, dude?
Dude, 4 was worse.
No,
4
I
was
think
like
this is worse.
nothing. No. I disagree. All right.
I beg to differ.
I thought 4 had no features on it whatsoever. It was like crap.
Yeah.
Where 5
No.
at least looked like dirt on it. So yeah.
Looked like
William
filthy
Shatner.
shower.
I don't know.
So,
So
yeah,
yeah, we basically Go ahead, Joe.
Michael returns home, and Loomis once again goes back to the cops. He's back. No, he's not. Yes, he is. No, he's not. People are dying. Okay, he's back. Same old story, right? Except now we see some weird tattoo on Michael's arm.
Oh,
What is this little fucking thing on him?
What's that
My, oh
tattoo
my,
on
what do
Michael's
we have
arm?
here? What is this girl drawing pictures of? Oh wait, maybe that was part 6. That was the boy drawing pictures.
Holy shit! Let's just go on.
Blank.
4, 5, and 6. Let's go.
Poor Jim. Sorry, man.
I don't know. This fucking the part 4 wasn't badly acted. Like it wasn't that bad. I mean, Tina was a little annoying, but that was her character. So the girl was a good actress. But this nurse was fucking horrible with her line delivery. And then we lose Rachel early in the film, and Tina becomes the main fucking guardian of what's the name? Jamie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It should. Do you think it should have been the other way around?
What, that Jamie should have been the guardian of her?
No. That fucking Tina should have got it, and Rachel should have lasted a little longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say it makes more sense and more of a connection, with the two, the stepsisters. I don't know.
I think the kill would have been more powerful later in the film, where you think, oh, she might actually make it to the end, And Tina, it's who gives a shit about this girl, Tina? I don't give a fuck about Tina. I care about Rachel, not Tina.
Fuck it, Tina.
This fucking bubbly bitch. She's annoying.
She's dating a guy named Michael, right?
Yeah, Mikey.
So what happened with the fact
dweeb and
that Jamie killed her stepmom?
No, she just stabbed her.
She just stabbed her, so she
stabbed
didn't
her?
die. Yeah.
Right, but how is that brought up here?
So they talk about the parents coming to visit her. They talk about the mother as if she's still alive.
Huh?
That's all. That's
what do you
that's
mean? How was
it? So how do they say? Yeah, this kid stabbed her mom once, and that's it. I don't know.
That's why she's in a home. That's why she's is where she is. The little.
Oh, really? Because she stabbed her stepmom?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she had a breakdown because of the traumatic episode. And she stopped talking and gained telepathic ability.
Okay.
Makes sense. Bill, pay attention. God.
Makes sense.
Come on. You get the
Jimmy Mac rocks.
No, she's like, oh yeah, mom and dad will come visit you after Halloween or some shit when they get back from their trip or whatever.
Yeah, mom ain't trying to get popped again with a fucking therapy.
I ain't coming back on you, bitch.
Yeah, I ain't coming there on Halloween. That bitch be crazy.
I'm one of the.
What is on Christmas, bitch?
Oh, shit. Oh God. Well, of course, somehow, some way, Michael's the fucking real killer of the real stabber of the mother, right? Through his and her telekinetic fucking discourse that they have with the thorn tattoo. Who knew a tattoo would do that much?
Get that ink up in you.
Sorry, I find that hilarious and stupid. Good.
Yeah, this is where we start going up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
On the YouTube chat,
Yeah.
Trexter just commented. They even said Halloween 5 was rushed on the 25-year terror documentary. 25 years of terror documentary.
They were like, "Come on, we gotta make more money, guys! Hurry up, let's shit something out."
5 fucking writers going, what are we gonna do? I don't know.
That's
Let's
why
write this into a murder.
that's why they had
Let's
6
do a
years in
little
between.
blow and see what we can come up with.
Oh yeah.
6 years in between 5 and 6, and that's why it was so great.
Cocaine they had. Wow.
They definitely were on something to come up with some. How the fuck do you turn this into a fucking cult movie?
Oh, this is a cult movie? Wait till part 6, my friend.
Oh fuck.
Anyway, keep going. Go ahead.
So midway through the movie, you just get a character of black boots with silver tips. Fucking shirts. New character, shoes.
Boy,
Willie Nelson.
Country music star and cult leader.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I wonder. Really?
They're like,
fuck.
Dudes, I have a great idea. We'll take fucking Michael and like this dude with the fucking cowboy hat and boots, like breaks him out of jail. Yeah. What do we do? I don't know. Fucking leave it for the next guys.
kill a bunch of cops. Yeah,
Right?
fuck.
Exactly.
Oh shit! What about this whole?
So anyway, this guy in a
go.
Huh?
Go.
No,
Sorry.
you go.
No, I was just gonna change topic, so you go.
I'm just saying how they painted themselves into a corner. But go ahead.
I was gonna shift over back to Tina and the other chick and the boy Spitz and like that whole scene in the barn.
Yeah.
Barn. Yeah.
Shit was fucking
Haddonfield,
drawn out.
Illinois, guys. A suburb of Chicago. Yep, Barnes. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Mm.
Never been there. But dude, this fucking like scene plays out for 20 minutes. It's fucking enough already. That shit was drawn out and lame.
Got the dumbass cops out there, the flashbacks to the party. Yeah, it took forever.
It took forever, bro. You know?
The whole
It's
movie
like-
took forever.
Yeah. It's a good thing there was only like an hour and a half.
Swinging the sickle around.
Mm.
Oh shit.
Hey, what was your favorite gore scene in this movie?
Ooh, was this the movie where the guy gets it in the eyes with that, or he gets it in the head, that fucking like claw garden tool thing?
Yeah.
Mm.
He's
Yeah,
crashing his car up and then he grabs him with it. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
It's not bad.
Great gore.
I don't know. The next movie doesn't come out for fucking 6 years. So this whole like Man in Black thing, like, what were they doing? What were they wait? Like, was there gonna be another one? I mean, it just
They had to wait for Jamie to be able to fucking get pregnant, dude.
like
She's like 10.
did they have this plotted out from the 80s?
Yeah,
Well,
man.
like,
God, Joe, did
They
you
held
ever
her
watch
in the
the
fucking
movies? What the
hospital
fuck?
until she was like 12. And we get Harvey Weinstein to fuck.
Oh, God.
God.
I was waiting until fucking the Weinstein made it onto the podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Shit.
Everything I listen to has to make a reference to fucking this guy Weinstein.
Oh, man.
Oh shit!
That was low. You can cut that if you want.
No, we don't cut nothing on this show.
Fuck that.
That's right.
Nah, man.
We don't cut shit.
We have a live listener right now on the YouTube. We don't fuck
Oh,
around.
good.
Yeah, Trexter.
Go
Trexter.
Castanelli.
Oh shit!
All right, so 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
Let's talk about the ending real quick. So, the ending of the film, Michael is fucking behind bars.
Well, listen,
How
Will
is
got-
that?
someone-
I actually thought the mask was scarier in this one. I really did. In part 4, it was terrible.
They're both bad. They're both bad.
Oh, they're both bad. You're right. But part 4 was like blank and like nothing. But this one, I thought looked a lot better. But I gotta say, when he takes his mask off and cries,
So stupid.
why the fuck does Michael have eyeballs to begin with?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got blown out.
Yeah. And then he cries, and then like he's not burned. Ugh.
No.
Yeah.
Then Loomis is fucking packing a tranquilizer gun now. Where did that thing come from?
Loomis, his whole side of his face like scarred. Like he's evil. He's pure evil. He's all scarred up. Michael's like, bitch, I got eyes and I fucking cry.
I got
Yeah.
these fucking freckles, and I pull my hair back, and
Right. I got like these freckles going. I'm good. Yeah.
oh, he beats him with a stick.
I mean, he
Wait, that's
also
part
kind of
6,
uses
isn't it?
First some
Jamie.
chain net and then fucking tranquilize your ass with a stick.
He kind of uses fucking Jamie as bait. Like,
Yeah.
no problem.
He
using
does.
a
He
fucking
grabs her, he's
10-year-old girl.
Dude, I got the girl. Little girl.
Come get the
Oh my
girl.
God. I come get her. Fucking dangling a little kid in front of him.
What if the net jammed? Like he's fucked. Like he's throwing her in.
Oh, shit.
What if his plan didn't work? He's like, oh shit, she left. But what about this? How about the guy who got out of jail, right? Why is the fucking bars on fire? Why are the jail bars on fire and bent?
No clue, bro.
What?
Fucking wackiness.
Ugh.
I guess there was an explosion before the fire. That's why. I don't know. Right? It was an
I
explosion.
thought he blew a hole on the side of the building.
Joey's gonna
No.
Google the fucking concussion rate of fucking bombs.
No. I only put the goggles on for 1 and 2.
Joey's all right. He won't do that.
These I was
Yeah,
this is
so
when-
that's what
this is
happened.
when the fever started for these. Oh shit.
I'm gonna bust you out of jail and put the shit on fire. While they- oh, come on.
And then Loomis decides to take a nap on him. Like they don't even say like, oh, he fucking suffered something. Just like maybe he was just tired. It's been a long day.
He's tired.
Just hit the deck, you know.
I
Just hit
bent the fucking
floor.
rails because I was tired, man. No.
So
I hate this fucking movie.
I hate this fucking movie.
Basically, somebody breaks him out of jail with the cowboy boots, and that's how this movie fucking ends. So
Yeah.
Jamie finds the empty
Oh,
cell.
the guy with the the cowboy boots have like fucking silver tips on them.
Ah,
That's a big fucking deal for some reason. I have no idea why. And
Cool.
then, yeah, they're cool. And then the fucking the jail cell is bent inward and on fire somehow.
yep.
the
Yeah,
explosion. That's what I'm chalking it up for.
explosions don't fucking ignite fucking metal.
No, they don't.
There's no reason that metal's on fire, man.
9/11.
My God.
Jet fuel does not fucking melt. No, I'm joking. Yes, it does.
Hmm,
All right, let's rate.
Okay, well, I guess I'm rating them first every time. So, Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers, 1 out of 5. Fucking movie blows, bro. It really sucked. I couldn't believe how bad this movie was. I really couldn't, man. I was really fucking just like, these people are idiots. Like, this is the fourth movie. Like, Loomis is there. You already know what Michael's all about. You know, it's
They do nothing fucking different
no,
but add fucking questions.
and leaves on a total like mind-boggling cliffhanger. Like not like
Yep.
all right,
Painting a corner.
show the man in black, like reveal who this guy is or something. Something. Listen, the mystery is fine. You could show who a person is, give a couple bits of info, but like you don't know shit. You don't know nothing except that this dude has a tattoo all of a sudden of a fucking half a diamond, and some guy with fucking steel-toe boots and a fucking assless chaps is walking around. Fucking, God knows what.
It's fucking Christopher
And,
Street, fucking New York.
Yeah, it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? I was not entertained. Where in the last one, at least I was entertained. This one, I was just looking at it like, wow, now I know why Bill really hates this fucking movie. Oh boy. James.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I think I liked it a little better than Joey did. Not as good as the one before it. I'm
Sorry.
I'm giving it a low rating also
Not good as 4.
because Jamie could have did better than that little nerdy fuck she ends up going to the dance with. Fuck that kid.
Fucking horse teeth.
Yeah, fuck that little
Another
shit.
John.
What was his name?
I don't fucking remember.
Little Billy.
Probably
Little
was it Billy? Yeah, Billy, Sam, maybe. I don't know. Fucking
Billy.
Todd.
Billy Sammy Todd.
Jamie.
Jamie.
I hated that kid's fucking guts. So, yeah, I'll put 2 at it. I ain't 100% mad at it.
I'm not 100% mad at it.
All right, well, I'm going to go give it a 2 also. Yeah, it definitely raised all the questions with the fucking ending, but yeah, I don't know. I just found it funny too that Jamie became a mute in the second part that she was in, and then Jamie Lee Curtis's Laurie became kind of a mute in part 2. So I thought that was pretty funny. The leading characters are both pretty mute in the second parts. I don't know. Other than that, yeah, 2 out of 5.
Kid's like
Nothing really to talk about.
That kid's like Simple Jack from Tropic Thunder.
You never go full
My
retard.
You never go full retard.
So what was your rating, Jimmy? Sorry,
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
It's time for Bill to shit all over it.
However,
Bill?
Yeah, I'm gonna shit all over this. I want to give it a 2 because of what's her name, Danielle Harris. But I want to give it a 1 because the fucking movie sucks. So 1.5. Fuck this movie.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
I thought Danielle Harris. She didn't do bad in this one, but like her performance in the first one was
not
a
at all.
million times
She's actually
better.
the reason I got a 1.5, man. She's awesome. She's a really good actress as a fucking 10-year-old kid.
Yeah. I mean, you're dealing with fucking heavy stuff here, dude. You're not, you know?
Yeah. But when you got scenes like with like the guys are like playing pranks on the cops and they're fucking pranking them, saying, "Oh, we're really not Michael Myers." And the cops are fucking, but they still got their guns raised, man.
On 4 separate occasions, Michael, when he was a little boy, part 1, part 2, and part 4. 4 times. And you people are still wearing his mask, pulling jokes? I mean, really?
Yeah.
A fucking year ago, the fucking town was getting whacked. And now all of a sudden you're fucking pulling pranks? It's crazy.
Dude, how about the part where Michael actually gets into a fucking car to chase Jamie? And he still takes his time. He's still like chasing her like he's a fucking like bah, 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 bah. Really?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I didn't know people could run just this. I didn't know, people can run in fucking cars. Like, all of a sudden, the fucking car couldn't keep up with her. I was like, what the fuck?
Right. As I'm saying, like the little girl's running faster than fucking Michael in a car. It's like, oh, come on.
We know
movie
Michael
is
could drive,
terrible.
guys. We already know that.
Yeah, from part 1, right? Also, he got his fucking eyes shot out in part 2.
Oh,
He
gee.
can't take his mask off and cry and
Suspend.
no fucking scars, and he's got eyeballs and he's crying. No,
Well,
no.
there's probably a director's cut where the hermit that fucking found him and fixed him up was like a world-class plastic surgeon and fixed all that shit.
It was like, I get the fact that it's like fucking what's it called, Frankenstein. I get that, but no, his face is like untouched.
Wow.
Ugh. And when fucking
I'm
when the chain net goes on Michael and like he's like tranquilizing him and beating him fucking repeatedly with a 2x4. No.
Yeah. I'm all for the suspension of disbelief, but
Yeah, I
all the
try
films
to,
before,
man.
yeah, all
Dude,
the
I
films
love
before this,
Hobbit
though,
movies.
yeah, but that's the difference. That we already know we're in Hobbit world. We're in Middle Earth where all this shit can happen. We're in reality-based horror still. You know, Halloween is not a fucking supernatural franchise. You know, this guy's even though he's fucking, he's taking the bullets, he's getting fucked up in the first few movies, but it's still reality based. You know what I'm saying? There's no fucking supernatural cult stars aligning, fucking druids and little rocks that can stop him. And you know what I mean? It's like, dude,
I love you, Joey. Part 2.
Like,
part 6.
like,
Holy
come
shit.
on. At least fucking like introduce this little by little throughout 4, 5, and 6. Not just like just a tattoo, a random shoe. Now let's just drop you off in the middle of a cult section for the fucking beginning of part 6.
Well, all right.
So
to be fair, if it was like you, and they're like, all right, we just finished part 5, all right? So now you've got to write part 6. Like, what? Fucking Michael, what? So yeah, so I get why they did that, but let's move on to part 6.
boy, oh boy.
Ugh. Here we go.
So Jim,
Yes.
plot synopsis us, and then we'll
Halloween.
we'll talk the different versions.
Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Halloween Part 6 from 1995. 6 years after Michael Myers last terrorized Haddonfield, he returns there in pursuit of his niece, Jamie Lloyd, who has escaped with her newborn child, for which Michael and a mysterious cult have sinister plans.
She and the cult have mysterious plans, huh? Wow.
I don't like that synopsis they gave me, though. It's kind of not true.
Which version of this film did you guys watch?
Both. I saw in the theater and the fucking producer's cut. God damn it.
I watched whatever one I have.
I watched the producer's cut this time around, and wow. Very different.
At the end, we can tell which ones we like better. How about that?
Oh boy. Why this movie should have just been called Halloween the Curse of Thorn.
Halloween the Curse of Money.
All right. So here we are 6 years later. It's 1995. So we went from 89 to 95. And I'm just befuddled at like how they ended 5. Did they already know where they were going to go with this? They must have. They had Thorn. They had the Man in Black. Years to get it out. Jim, do you know any of the background here?
Not really. I mean, they had to have some kind. I don't even know. Like, I know that they never really knew if they were going to make another movie just because of the production companies. But the ending of part 5, I know that they had no plans for it, as far as I know. Like, they had to like just basically start from scratch and try to make it make sense.
All right. I just pulled up Wikipedia. Halloween in 1990, right? They wrote this script, but a series of complicated legal battles ensued and delayed plans for the sequel, Miramax bought the rights to Halloween series. Basically, legal woes is what delayed the film. So I guess, they had something in mind and then tried to continue it right after, but actual production was delayed. So the script existed, but production was delayed. Then somebody was written in 94 to rewrite the screenplay, but to bridge the later films. Right? So basically that's how it turned around. So of Mr. Paul Rudd.
Yes, Ant-Man.
So what do you guys think of Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers?
James?
I think it's a piece of shit. I fucking hated every second of this movie while I was watching it, and even Paul Stephen Rudd in his introduction could not fucking save it.
Oh my god, he was a creepo in this movie though. The way he talked, was like, why does this guy sound like this? I've seen him in so many fucking movies. That's not the way he talks.
Fucking miserable.
He had some weird accent, man. But all right. So the movie that I seen opens up with Jamie, who is not Danielle Harris anymore,
And that's a problem.
She's been taken away and put on a freaking slab of rock, and fucking with this like druid here, and basically there's like a whole team of doctors there, and one of them eventually must feel, we don't know why, but she helps Jamie and the baby escape. Now things change, right? In the film that I have, right, Jamie and the baby flee. Eventually, she gets caught up with Michael and stabbed, but then she's still alive. And you get a couple more scenes with her. Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
No.
No, I didn't.
Right. Okay. Because that's the production cut.
Yeah. The producer's cut. Yeah.
Producer's cut. Yeah. And then you eventually get her in the hospital room, and the man in black walks in, silence a pistol, boom, blows her face off.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, things change. The whole ending is different. That whole part with Jamie is different. So,
who the hell's heard of a fucking producer's cut? How about director's cut? Come on.
The director was like, I don't want no part of this thing. Do not put my fucking name on it.
I don't blame him. Honestly, do not blame him.
Joe Chappelle directed this. He did fucking Phantoms. He did
yes, he did.
And he did what the fuck else did he do? Part 4. Fuck my Hellraiser Bloodline. That's what it was.
No, he did not direct Bloodline.
Yeah, he did with Kevin Yeager.
That was Kevin Yeager, man.
They both directed it. He's uncredited, Joe Chappelle.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yep.
All right. You schooled me,
yes,
man.
Yes, I along with fucking Fringe, bro. You know Fringe from Fox?
Yes, Fringe is great.
Yeah, he was one of the executive producers.
Really?
Yeah, boy. Yep, directed a bunch of episodes too. He also did directed a couple episodes of The Wire.
It's a great show.
No idea. Don't watch it.
Wire, phenomenal program.
Great show, yeah.
I have too many shit to watch. Too many shows, man.
So, how does things happen with Jamie for you guys?
For us, she
I'll
drives
be
away.
last again.
She drives away and goes into a barn, and he finds her in that barn, throws her onto a piece of machinery, and turns it on. And she tells him he can't have the baby, and she dies in the barn there. And he goes back to the truck and finds a paper towel roll that she pretended was the baby. So now he has to go back and try to find the baby.
We get that paper towel roll, but
Hmm.
different reveal of it. It's pretty crazy how there's like two totally different versions of this.
Yeah.
When we get to the ending, this is really off the walls. So, Don, Bill, you did a BRB before when James gave his opinion on this, and he said, "Shit."
First of all, I'm kind of appalled that you call me Don.
The Don.
The Don.
And second of all, I'm kind of appalled that you want my opinion on this. Anyway, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's your opinion?
About part 6?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Do you have I have a list. You ready?
Let's hear it.
I was waiting for last. All right. First of all, the fucking movies follow the fucking Pink Panther connection. You know about that, right?
No, please enlighten us.
The Pink Panther movies is Return of the Pink Panther, Revenge of the Pink Panther, and The Curse of the Pink Panther. Guess what? Fucking Halloween followed. Ugh. Second of all, the producer. Oh, fucking Tommy. All right. I know he's Ant-Man now. I like him. I really do. But his acting in this fucking movie, dude, horrible. Horrible.
Oh, man. It was his first
Fucking
movie.
Ant-Man. No, I don't think it was his first movie, was it?
He's credited. It says introducing
Introducing. Yeah.
Oh, my
Paul Stephen
God.
Rudd.
Oh, all right. Paul Rudd. Sorry, it's his first
And
movie.
then he named a baby Steven in the movie, too. That was the middle name, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like him, but god damn. How about that Danny character?
Fucking creep.
The little kid with the fucking blonde hair. Yeah. The fucking bowl haircut.
Little kids.
Oh,
Annoying.
And how come he does? Yeah. How come he's not Michael Myers now? Wouldn't he be the fucking kid who becomes Michael Myers, not fucking Loomis?
Yeah.
It's like, no, we want the old guy. Yeah, he's gonna be all right.
I also think like it was disrespect to the character of Jamie the way they took her out. Like,
Oh god, yeah, in the beginning? Oh
yeah,
my
what the
god.
fuck? Like there was no like suspense. It was just like running away, protecting the baby, you know?
I think it was
Sad.
disrespectful to Danielle Harris to cast that frumpy looking bitch as her as a girl.
I fucking agree with you, my friend. Thank you.
That frumpy looking.
She was a frumpy looking bitch.
It's pretty hot.
Danielle Harris deserved way better than her.
Especially when you see what Danielle Harris grew up to be, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then the fucking like the sign, like the thorn sign. Come on. That is just stupid as fuck to begin with.
Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense.
If they took 4, 5,
Get
and
a
6,
telescope, I'll show you.
Jim's like, yes, I know this makes sense. But come on.
yo, if they took 4, 5, and 6, took Michael Myers out, gave us a different, serial killer, right? Like kind of like how they, Season of the Witch 3 like went off on its own. If they would have did that and took this storyline, I would have been intrigued with the whole Thorn thing and looking into that mythology and stuff. But the fact that we're talking about Michael Myers here and putting him in this situation in a cult and all the fucking supernatural craziness, I think is whack. But again, if that was a different kind of killer, like a different character, not Michael Myers, and Jamie Lloyd was just a young girl and
I
killed her
agree with that,
mom and all
actually.
this crazy shit happened, I think it would be cool. But the fact that you're taking fucking Michael Myers and making this a
Michael,
cult movie, it's like, what the hell is going on?
Right. No, I agree. If you know what, if they laid to rest, how about that? Laid to rest and did that, I'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
Not fucking Michael Myers.
No, it's got to go.
A pawn of a fucking cult. Come on.
It's crazy, and it's reaching so far. Like, really, the fucking guy talks about why he's doing it. When, right? First of all, we meet him in the beginning. The originals, right? So we know who this character is. He's the fucking ass bag at the
first movie, actually,
at Smith's. Yeah, he's the ass bag in Smith's Grove, right? But then his reasoning is like, we need order in this world, and there's violence and famine, and it's like, dude, what the fuck does that have to do with Michael Myers going on a killing spree in a small town in America?
Agreed. Agreed.
Does not make sense. Like, they would have been better off leaving Michael with, his original motive, and that's why he kills.
That was the point. He had no motive.
He
was a killer.
We don't need an explanation. At this point, I rather get no explanation of why he can keep surviving. Why can he keep surviving? Because he's a fucking sick bastard who wants to get his sister.
Right.
Okay.
Or not even that. Fuck part 2. He doesn't. I love part 2, by the way, but no. He was a killer who killed people. That's it. He was a psycho. But I digress. Again, the part where and
then we get the incestual stuff in the producer's cut. I don't think you get that.
He's the fucking father of Jamie. What? Jamie's kid? No. You
didn't get that in the other version, right?
See, that's why they had to wait 6 years, man.
Well, I saw it in the theater. I saw it on the producer's cut. I was like, ugh. No, not happening. How about the rocks on the fucking floor that stops Michael?
The rocks on the floor. Ridiculous.
Yes.
You don't get that in the other one either.
No, there's a producer cut, right? Ugh.
So in the producer's cut, all right, hold on. Before we get to that part, right?
Everybody
in the regular part.
Producer's cut.
in the regular version, right? At the end of the movie, when they're escaping the psych place, right? And it's Loomis, Paul Rudd, the girl, and the kid, and they're running out, right? What happens?
In the producer cut?
No, not in the producer cut. That's with the Stones. In the regular cut.
Oh, in the regular cut. All right.
Then Tommy shoots his shit up and fucking.
He beats him with a pipe.
Yeah.
It was gonna be with 2x4s, metal pipes.
He's like, I'll kill
his
you.
ass, right?
Yeah. Michael dies with a fucking pipe. Come on.
Oh God.
And did you notice something else? Michael died by bleeding green.
What?
Blood from Michael. He was
Out of
bleeding
his mask.
green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was that supposed to be the shit that what's his name shot into him? Like mixing in with his blood or something? Because then he pumped some corrosive liquid into him or some shit like that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
There's a bunch
That's
of
not in the producer's cut, right?
No, in the regular cut, in the theatrical, he's like bleeding green.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Ugh.
See, in the end of the producer's cut, right? The kid's mother is to be a human sacrifice for Michael.
Yeah.
And she's on the concrete slab, surrounded by the cult. Is that in your version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So Tommy saves her, but then Tommy uses these little stones to stop Michael.
Rocks.
So basically, he sets up these rocks in a circle. Michael, he's walking down the hallway and steps in the circle,
Yep.
frozen.
And then grabbed his neck, and then done.
That's it. That's it, bro.
Shut up.
I swear to God.
Michael died or
Find me a
stopped
clip of
by
that.
rocks.
And
Find me a
yeah,
clip of it.
yeah. He gets stopped by rocks, bro.
That's fucking great.
Yep.
He's been studying them for years.
Yeah. So then fucking he goes back in. He's like, I got some business to attend
Wait.
to.
Talking about the producer cut or the regular one?
Producer's cut.
All right, go ahead.
He walks back in.
It's even worse.
He finds Michael laying on the floor, right? He's fucking standing there. He's laying in the circle of stones. And then he's talking to him and he takes off the mask. And who is it? Fucking Dr. Wynn.
Dr. Wynn.
What the fuck? Yeah, bro. He fucking yeah. Michael switched outfits with him, and the movie ends with fucking Loomis grabbing the doctor grabbing Loomis, and the tattoo comes on Loomis's arm, and he tells him, "It's your game now, Dr. Loomis." And Wynn dies. And
now with that, do you think the same thing I do? That like it's gonna be like Dr. Loomis is gonna be Michael?
Oh, Dr. Loomis is now the leader of the cult who controls Michael.
Oh, okay. He's gonna be the leader of the cult. I thought he was gonna be Michael.
Yeah. And then the movie ends with the man in black walking out, who is really now Michael.
Michael, right?
Which the close with Dr. Wynn.
So this is basically ending like H2O did with Resurrection.
No, I'd rather H2O ending.
No, I mean the way that they made Resurrection was kind of him switching clothing with somebody.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
So this is him. That's his MO. He just starts switching clothes.
Like
Sitting there.
Hey,
Michael's naked with his
fucking.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, come on.
You also get these
Let's
like
switch
black
clothes.
and white flashback retro scenes that you don't get in the regular version.
Yep.
Fucking
Well, in the regular version, there's a lot more killing. Like Michael going around killing everyone, going, yeah, killing you, and then bam, dead. Oh, and then Loomis, like, I've got to do something. I've got to go back in there. And he goes, what? God damn. Fucking movie sucks.
I can't believe how it's totally different like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I think this is well produced though. Like the movie it looks good. Like it's done well, you know? But the fucking actual fucking events that happen, the plot, the story is fucking retarded. The best thing is the fact that fucking Paul Rudd is Tommy Doyle. That's the best part of
that man's
movie.
cool, man.
You know?
I love Paul Rudd. No.
All right, so here's a
This
little
movie-
thing about this is what I was guessing they did, but the reason why there's such different endings is because of Donald Pleasance's real life death. After he died in real life, they couldn't. The original shoot.
Couldn't get him back for fucking reshoots.
So yeah, so that's why they had to. If he didn't die, they were going to make another movie with him, but when he did, they put that one up where he.
So he goes, that's it.
Yeah, that's how you know he was dead. That's the last time we saw him.
What about the whole fucking subplot with the father and the daughter? I was just like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, where Michael was fucking his niece?
No, when the fucking father slaps his daughter.
And the
Like,
fucking
oh,
son
okay.
got the knife in his gut and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Fucking
dude,
son.
we don't. Why is this guy such a dickhead? We don't get any fucking exposition on these people. It's just like,
No.
here, we're at breakfast. I'm mean to my daughter. Oh, you showed up on our doorstep. Like, she's your daughter, bro. Like, what? She's going to college. I don't get it, Mo. What did she do that you're so scorned? They don't tell us.
Yeah, we never find out why she disappeared and came back. Yeah, little bastard of hers.
Yeah, that little bastard of yours.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know
Yeah.
why people love this movie so much. I'm sorry.
Sorry, man. Trexter's just saying on the YouTube that Wynn switched the symbol to Loomis, so Loomis has to protect Michael now. Basically, in the producer's cut, Dr. Loomis becomes the new Paul Bearer to Michael as the Undertaker.
That's fucking
Oh,
awesome.
there.
That's
That's
dope.
an awesome analogy.
I was gonna bring it up later, but since we're now like wrestling's here, I don't know if Bill watches wrestling, but
Oh, I
a
do.
lot of Michael reminded me a lot of Kane when he first came out. Like Kane took a lot of the way he fucking moves and shit.
The
Like
way
the
the head
head, the head and the head tilts and all that shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it, man. Kane stole all that shit from this motherfucker. He should be sending him royalty checks.
Then he ends up making 2 horror films and being the killer himself. So
Yeah.
cool.
Also, Danielle Harris was gonna do this part. She filled out the paperwork and everything, and then they fucking lowball her. Wanted to give her like $1,000
Gosh.
to that beginning part. What the fuck? Cheap fucks. This is fucking Harvey Weinstein's company, that piece of shit.
I
You
hope
got
Harvey
money.
Weinstein didn't touch Danielle Harris. I'd be upset about that.
Jeez.
Love to throw this guy a fucking beating. Oh, shit.
Guy.
So what about this fucking radio host?
Oh my God. Barry Sims.
Oh, the Howard Stern guy.
Barry Sims.
Oh my god. It was ridiculous.
Everybody was just a douche for no reason. We never figured out why they were so douchey. Dad, the radio host.
They're fucking angry. It was the 90s.
Flannel and all that.
And that's the thing too. The movie looked like a fucking 90s movie as compared to the other fucking films, like the actual look of the film itself.
Yeah. The attire.
Yeah, you know how Joey's big on his cameras and shit.
Yeah.
It definitely looked like a 90s film. What else about this fucking movie?
I think we're spending way too much time on this piece of shit, to be
There
honest.
we are. We can move on. We can move on.
Well,
Wants
this
to
one is
rate-
fucking off the walls. And let's rate this.
Rate it.
Rate her up.
I give it a 1.5. I liked it a little better in part 5. It was a little more entertaining, but at the same time, this was a whole fucking heap and pile of mess. 1.5. I got nothing else to say. James?
I'm going to agree with you. Actually, I'll go first. I'm going to agree with you with 1.5. It was just like I said, it was a mess. Just the shit they were trying to cram into one movie and create a backstory and all that kind of shit. And the fact that there's 2 completely different films out there, I mean, that tells you right there that they didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Yeah, 1 out of 5 or 1.5 out of 5.
James?
Yeah, I haven't done this yet on the show, but I'm not giving this thing anything. Fuck it. I was enjoying this. Like, I hadn't watched these movies in so fucking long, and I watched them in such quick succession. I was really fucking enjoying the franchise up until this fucking movie. And I was like wanting to kill myself the whole time I was watching this fucking movie.
What about the titties? You can't get 1 star for titties?
Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck this movie. You could eat a dick. Fuck frumpy fucking Jamie. She sucks. And, fuck this movie.
All right.
All right, Bill?
Yeah, I give it a 1 star because of the fucking titties.
There you
Because
go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it. 1. Fuck it. Hate this movie.
All right.
All right, there it is, folks.
Go down in the books for one of the lowest rating films ever. Might be the lowest.
Low of the low.
In our year, first full year, this might be the lowest one.
Low, low, low.
All right, then.
All right.
Let's moving on.
Moving on. Oh boy, oh boy. All right. So we have 2 movies left. Halloween H2O,
Yeah.
Halloween Resurrection.
Yep.
Let's H2O it. Plot synopsis.
Fuck, it's not coming up. Wonder why. All right, well, I can't find it. So
Well, Jamie Lee Curtis reprises her role as Laurie Strode, and in this film, it takes place 20 years after the original. And she is a. I'm making this up. she's the headmistress at a private residential boarding school, and LL Cool J is their security guard, and introducing Josh Hartnett. Excuse me, as her son.
You find out she faked her death and came back as another name and blah blah blah.
Right. This is follows directly 1 and 2, so it's ignores the atrocity of 4, 5, 6. Goodbye. And Laurie's dealing with PTSD from the incident. She's a functioning alcoholic, and basically her name is.
How do I function to be an alcoholic? By the way.
What?
How do I function to be an alcoholic?
Oh, you just do, I guess. But
I'm trying to strive for this, man.
keep on trying.
Okay, good.
So
that
right.
joke like landed. Like a Brandon joke.
So basically, Michael comes back for her. That's what the movie's about. So let's take it from the top here. Basically, we meet the nurse from not the nurse. She was the nurse from part 1.
Part
no,
1. Yep.
Yeah. So
she was in part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, we come and find her home burglarized. So Mr. What's his name?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He inspects the home. He's the neighbor next door. He inspects the home because it's supposedly burglarized, and he doesn't find nothing. Okay. Next thing you know, we get more door play.
That's door play.
And she runs over back to Jimmy's house, and he's eating a fucking ice hockey skate. Excuse me. And his buddy also gets it. And eventually the nurse gets it too. And that's how we open up this film. I thought it was a pretty good opening compared to the past few. And then eventually we segue into Laurie, right? We find out that Michael took her file from the nurse's home. Well, we find out Laurie's living in California now. She got a teenage son, John. And he wants to go on a trip to Yosemite with the school. She won't let him for good reason. And he's just had it up to here with her. He's like, Mom, you need to get your shit together. This dude's never coming back. It's been 20 years. And she's like, dude, you don't know. You don't know.
Motherfucker. You don't know.
I'm going to fuck that guy whose dad was making comedy movies.
Yeah. And this movie, very simple.
Yeah.
It sticks to the original formula.
Yes.
Here.
Yep.
Dude, hell's yeah.
I thought this was actually pretty damn good. I haven't seen it in years. I've seen this. Bill, I saw this one in the movie theaters.
Me too, man.
Saw this one at the Pavilion too, man.
Yeah.
It's very
And-
fucking similar to the original.
The part where what's his name like flips over the fucking railing and goes through the table. I remember
Just like in part 1.
me and my dumbass friends. I forget who I was there with. Joey might have even been there. I don't know if he fucking remembers seeing it with me or not. But we started chanting ECW when that happened.
ECW. ECW.
Yeah, I don't remember that much, but I do remember seeing this in Resurrection in theaters. And basically it's so he's not going, the son's not going on the trip, his 3 friends aren't going. They throw a little party in one of the school grounds, right? This is a big like campus, you know. So they have dorms and shit. So Jamie Lee, she's with the guidance counselor that they're having a fling with, and he has no idea who she is. And eventually, she spills the beans. And LL Cool J is trying to be an aspiring writer. He's the comic relief. I thought he was great. And the kills are fucking brutal, man. You get that leg in the fucking little elevator thing, and it's just like mangled.
Yeah,
it's pretty brutal.
What about
a lot of brutal in it, man? I like it. Brutality.
What about the one scene where he's like lowering himself down with one hand?
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah.
I love that.
That becomes his new trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Must
cool.
have CrossFit.
I just like how it stayed so true to the original, and they wanted it to be. And I know Jamie Lee had a lot to do with that because she only agreed to come back for it if it was going to be the last one and all that shit at that time. We now know it made a ton of money, and she came back for a little bit of Part 8. But yeah, this one was only true. It had a lot of John Carpenter influence, a lot of Jamie Lee Curtis influence, and it I think probably can mirror Part 1 more than any other movie in the franchise.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So apparently, they originally were planning on including the whole thing with Laurie's daughter and the thorn curse. And
the thorn curse, really?
They were going to keep going with it. They were going to keep going. But then they chose to ignore it to focus on Jamie Lee Curtis. Laurie.
Thank God.
God, it's so confusing now. You got Jamie Lloyd, Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode. What's her name? Something Tate now. Jesus Christmas.
Sharon? No.
So this is my main problem with this film and why it's going to get lower than what I would love to give it. What the fuck has Michael been doing for 20 years?
Searching.
Jacking off.
This guy was able to find his sister that he didn't even fucking know in 1978. Now it's 1998. They have the internet and technology, and this fucking guy can't find her.
I could picture Michael sitting at like the computer at a library trying to Google where his fucking
scratching his head like with the mask on. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you show me how to use this mouse? Like fucking eating it, thinking it's a mouse.
When you're watching part four, and then you watch this, doesn't it seem like they were more than 10 years apart? Like it seems like this wasn't that. It just seems like this isn't that old of a movie, but it's fucking 19 years old.
I was gonna say it's fucking about to be 20 years old. This fucking thing.
Just the way it was shot doesn't look like an old 90s movie. I don't know. It's weird.
Not at all. I think I watched it on Hulu. Actually, it's on streaming.
What's it? You know,
or not Hulu, HBO Go. No, Hulu, and then Resurrection on HBO Go. But anyway, fucking, it looked great, bro. It looked fucking pristine. Said it looks like it could have came out today. Really, like there was no like technology that made it look dated. There was no cell phones, right? So you didn't see like little fucking flip phones or anything like that. I don't remember seeing like any computers or internet, anything like that, right? So it didn't feel dated, where the next movie feels like it's older than this movie. But I thought this was really well done. I thought the script was great. The actors were great. Nothing spectacular about the camera work or anything, but a good story. The story gets unraveled well, you know. Again, my main flaw is what was this guy doing for 20 years? You know, like at least show like maybe he lived in a fucking hut on the side of a river somewhere, you know? Okay, he survived, he ate fish, he fucking made a fire, he lived, you know?
I love how Jamie's character went from, because we haven't seen her since part 2, went from, the victim and the innocent to on her guard, gun under her pillow, alcoholic. How much this fucking dude ruined her life and changed her life. That's just crazy.
Oh, yeah.
She has to see it through.
And we see that this chick is, you know, like that's the difference between not knowing Michael and knowing her. We know how the damage was done, but we could see Michael fucking, you know, yearning to find her, you know. Also, the father, we get a card to the son from the father. That's it. So the father, right? If this was 20 years later, plus 9 months, so 18 years, 2 years after the events of the first movie, she gets pregnant. Right? So at that point, is she off a rocker? Like, was it some random dude? You know, a little bit more about that. We just know the father's like 4 months late with a birthday card. Okay, he's an ass bag. He's not in the picture, but he knows who they were. Who is this guy? Is he part of the thing? Does Michael want to get this guy too? It's a little question marks, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if the dad character is going to be anything we're going to hear about, but yeah, I get it. But he does make a point whenever he says, mouthing them and what is he, a methadone addict or something? And her son says, who would attract a guy like that? So maybe at that point in her life, she was all fucked up already and, you know, just didn't know what to do. And she came across this asshole and that's who she attracted.
Good point. Good point. Definitely. All right. And this is 2 years off of Scream. So, you know, they had a lot of success with Scream. So they definitely had some money to put into it. 17 million for this budget. It's pretty expensive, man. It's not like, you know, this sticks to, it almost feels like an indie film in a way because you're in that one locale, you know, in the school setting, you know, you have the campus to work with, right? And you get, you know, some kills, practical effects, nothing crazy. What the fuck is $17 million? LL Cool J, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Josh Hartnett, that motherfucker.
Josh Hartnett, it was his first movie. He wasn't getting bank. Michelle Williams, was she on Dawson's Crack already?
Think so. Yeah.
All right, so she probably caught a couple dollars.
She still lives in the neighborhood?
I have no idea, but yeah, she lived in our neighborhood.
7th.
Yeah. Sally's nephews went to school with the kid.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You know, those are my nitpicks here. Those are my nitpicks.
Well, don't forget that Denise Williams was already in Dawson's Creek, so yeah.
Denise Williams? Who the fuck is Denise Williams?
The blonde, man.
Michelle Williams.
Oh, Michelle Williams. I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
She was already. Hey, dude.
Reiterating what we already talked about.
Yep.
We also got a young Jodie Lynn O'Keefe here.
Yeah, she's hot as shit.
Yeah. Fucking
Michelle.
Cameo by Jamie Lee Curtis's mom, Janet Leigh from Psycho.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Obvious.
The car from Psycho. That was good.
They
Homage.
play the fucking music from Psycho. Yeah.
Oh, you don't like that? You don't appreciate that?
I was like, yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh, my.
Whatever.
Oh,
I thought it was hilarious.
that was funny.
Yeah. But Michelle Williams, man. Yeah.
You know she was on 2.5 Men, right?
Nope.
A few different
I've never
times.
seen that show.
You never seen that shit?
O'Keefe was in one, and she played a witch.
Huh?
Jodie O'Keefe was in an episode of 2.5 Men, and she played a witch.
Yeah, and then in another episode she played a different woman. So she played two different women throughout the series.
That's funny as shit. She's hot as hell though. Ugh.
Devil in the Flesh too, baby.
Yeah.
Replaces Rosie McGowan in that one.
No idea.
Devil in the Flesh? Rose McGowan? Never saw that?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking, these two were about to play Ookie Cookie over this bitch. Me and Bill is sitting here while you two pleasure yourselves.
Fucking sticky balls coming
I
out.
fucking love Rose McGowan.
Cookie, cookie. I love you, man.
I love you too, man. No, no, that wasn't what's supposed to make me blow.
I win.
Oh shit. So this is nothing crazy, nothing special. This is a straight up slasher continuing 20 years later. And in my opinion, I think they did a damn good job.
I agree. I like H2O. Fuck, I'll get a lot of shit for it too.
I like it, man. I like that they didn't try to fucking reinvent the wheel with this shit. They just, put out a fucking movie. Even with Josh Hartnett giving me douche chills through the whole fucking thing.
I thought he did a good job. He didn't bother me.
There's something about his face. I don't like it.
I'm gonna punch that face.
There's just something about him I don't like. I don't know. I forget what else I've ever fucking seen him in, but I just don't like that kid for some reason.
Was he the Notebook?
No.
I have no idea. I
It
never
looks
saw
like
no
one of my wife's favorite fucking movies. He wasn't.
I never saw it.
You should watch it with your wife. It's like a tolerable chick movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get some points with the woman, and you fucking, it gets them in the mood too. So.
Woo!
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Moist.
That way you don't have to fucking circle jerk with Jim over Jody. Fucking
Yo, how much you think? How much you think they paid Joseph Gordon-Levitt for that fucking 2-minute role? At that point, he was a star on 30 Rock. 30 Rock.
30 Rock.
Oh my god. Fucking.
You mean Third Rock from the song?
Third Rock, yeah. Oh shit.
I got a big chunk of change. He was even in the credits. His name was in the credits after he was killed.
Yeah, I was like, what? Is he coming back? He just ate a fucking skate. Oh shit. Man.
Yeah.
So
Fine.
man, yeah. I mean, I really don't got much to say on this one except that I enjoyed it. It's a fun
You always have
slasher.
much to say. Come on, man.
I got nothing, yo.
No, I enjoyed it. Like I said, this mirrors the original. I love seeing Jamie Lee Curtis back and keeping that character going. And thought Michael's mask was good. Thought the guy that played Michael was good.
I thought the end was fucking awesome.
End was great. Yeah, this was supposed to be the end, but yeah, anyway.
Get a gorgeous decapitation.
Yes.
First time ever.
Yep. Was it the first
Everybody
time
always.
ever?
So we were talking
'cause
about
part
resurrection.
the next
Right?
one, he does another decapitation with a fucking kitchen knife.
One swipe.
So Jim, we're talking about resurrection, right?
What's that?
This movie, Resurrection.
No, this is H2O.
I know. I'm joking.
Oh my!
You sure?
Your jokes don't have punchlines. I don't know where the fuck you're going with them.
Yes, I love this movie. Yeah, Resurrection.
Oh shit. So
Anyway,
No,
yeah,
I do like H2O.
let's rate H2O and move on to Halloween Direction.
Oh, here we go.
I'll give my rating. It's going to be a 3.5 out of 5 head zombie
Nice.
heads.
I'm right there with you, brother. 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm with you guys on that one too.
All right.
William?
Unanimous?
I'm going a 4 out of 5.
Woo!
I love this fucking movie.
Woo!
Sweet.
Yeah. I did.
All right, good.
Excellent. All right. Wow. We plowed through that pretty well, you know?
We're supposed
We
to.
did good. We did good. We didn't fucking linger and dwell. Let's do this, baby. Halloween Resurrection. Sucked. All right, guys. A great show.
All right. Good job, guys. Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, boy. This was a real stretch here.
Very big
Dude,
stretch.
come on, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's not so bad, guys.
It's
4 years
blatantly
later.
such a money grab, man. Like
Come on.
fucking the beginning of it. If it was in any other movie, I probably would have loved that opening fucking sequence. But because it was part of this, and I like Lori so much as a fucking final girl that her fucking getting clapped, I was pissed.
Nah.
Yeah, that was fucking disrespect.
All right, let me get some synopsis here. 4 years after H2O, well, this says 3 years, but it was 4. After the last terrorized his sister, Michael Myers confronts her again before traveling to Haddonfield to deal with the cast and crew of a reality show which is being broadcast from his old home.
Oh my.
Dude, you can't even last the fucking synopsis.
Oh my.
Come on, Jim, do it.
What now?
You finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh God.
These guys can't get through. Yeah.
Could they have come up with a fucking better name than Dangertainment?
Actually, yeah.
Definitely.
Hold on. Give me
I like it.
All of a sudden, there's no mention of the sun.
Dilation.
Unless I missed it, there is not one mention of the sun.
No, I don't remember it.
No, not at all.
You know, like the whole point of Michael Myers, the whole thing, Michael Myers' motivation is killing his family. So in the first 5 minutes of the movie, Laurie's dead. Okay, well, why are you not going after her son? Why are you going after fucking these people in your house that, you know, are you even dwelling in your house? Like, you're not there anymore. You don't live there.
Going after everyone who lives there. Come on.
There are actually 2 people still alive in this franchise, and that's the baby from Part 6 and the kid from H2O. There's 2 people that have nothing written for them, except I did write a movie for Freddy versus Michael, which was revolved around the baby from Part 6. I'll keep that.
Don't tell us.
And the baby from Nightmare Part 5.
No, it's actually pretty good. I like it. Cool. But yeah, I don't know. We gotta figure out what happened to the son, dude.
H2O was the fucking perfect ending for this franchise. After the fucking schlock of 4, 5, and 6, man, H2O was some kind of redemption, I tell you. And just doing this was just so fucking disrespectful. Disrespect. You know? I mean, come on. They did the old switcheroo.
They're going to talk about 2 things: the creation of fire and the disrespect of Halloween Resurrection.
One of my favorite actresses, though, Bianca Catchledge.
Yeah, I love her.
My.
I don't know, man. His whole motivation is gone. It's I don't know. I really just can't fathom. Were they trying to just like get hip with technology and, you know, Survivor was big at that point.
What was the thing at the time? Survivor was like the fucking biggest reality thing going.
Yeah, Survivor came out I think 2000 or 99, and so it was already a couple of years reality.
Trying to speak
TV.
to a new generation, grab some fucking money while they're at it, and turn Busta Rhymes into fucking Chuck Norris.
Actually, Busta Rhymes is one of the few bright spots in here.
Except where he becomes a fucking martial artist out of nowhere. It's like, Jesus Christ, how the fuck did that happen?
You know he's cool with those Shaolin boys.
Yeah. And he played Show Enough in one of his fucking music videos. Dangerous, I think it was. The song Dangerous. But fucking, it just like, that shit was just like out of fucking nowhere for me. I don't know, man. I
watched one karate movie. He knows karate, all right?
He does.
Like Dolomite.
Chung Lee kicking ass with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It was just fucking weak, bro. Acting was shoddy.
I don't. If they showed us Tyra Banks naked, I might have been a little higher on the movie.
Yeah.
What's funny is a DVD. There's an extra. You can watch the entire movie with just from their webcam footage, like from their heads.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it doesn't start until they go into the movie, but you watch it from the beginning till the end from their cameras on their fucking heads.
I don't know. I thought the kills were fucking boring. I don't know.
Yeah,
Man.
the fucking tripod through the throat, like
Oh yeah,
that was fucking miserable. That dude didn't even like. It's like he just stood there and let himself get killed. He didn't even try to like move a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's a piece of shit. I don't know if it's a piece of shit on level of fucking 6, but it's a shitty fucking movie.
yeah.
It's definitely right close to it, but I think 6 is the shoddiest of them all.
No.
You know, at least they didn't try to bring the cult back.
And this one does have 2 endings, by the way, too. I don't know which one you saw.
Ooh, alternate ending.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see. What the fuck happened at the end of this one?
It depends on which one you saw.
He I think he wakes up.
In the morgue?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. There's another one where a paramedic like goes and looks into a sewer beside the house, and he comes popping up and grabs them and shit. Yeah. There's a couple on the DVD though. But the one with he's burned up and in the morgue and shit, that's the one I think everybody's seen. He opens his eyes.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Yeah. But that was the last in the original series, so the really make much sense.
Surprise.
I mean, do you really want to discuss this anymore?
Well, I mean, Rick Rosenthal did part 2, right?
Yes, he did.
So
Yeah, he was in this one too as a professor.
what happens here? Like, what, why does he decide to direct this in the way that he does? Like, why does it have to be? And I think it doesn't matter who fucking touched this movie. The fact that the way H2O ended so gloriously, and they just shit right all over that, it takes you out of it right away,
Yeah, when they have the fucking nurses telling the story to each other about how what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
That shit was miserable.
His larynx has been crushed. Oh.
A quote from the New York Times.
But he was able to fly through a windshield, sit right back up, get rolled over by a van, get crushed between a tree and a van, and be perfectly fine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Happened to the paramedic in H2O, remember?
Right.
I don't think so.
He could take that, through the windshield and get pinned by the car and be good. Sure. Quote from the New York Post. It's so devoid of joy and energy, it makes even Jason X look positively Shakespearean by comparison.
Oh, come on. I like it.
Yeah.
As shitty as this movie is, it fucking made bank, bro.
Yeah.
On a $13 million budget, it made fucking 80 something grand total.
That's what I said. It's worldwide, right?
Yeah, worldwide.
Yeah, so I think I only made like 37.
Nah, 37 worldwide. I'm sorry. I don't know where the fuck I got 87 from. I think I just misread the fucking 3 for an 8.
God.
Still.
That's what I said. Like, they made a ton of money. I was surprised they didn't make another one, especially with the ending. But 5 years later, we get Rob Zombie. So I guess if they were trying to make another one following this one, he probably took it over and said no.
Yeah. Fuck that. I'm doing my own thing. I do my own thing.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to know what I think, for a surprise, guys,
Let's hear it.
I actually like this movie.
You'll enlighten us.
I fucking love this movie.
Oh, God. Why do you love this movie?
Not love, but I like it.
Tell us why.
Because I thought that it was a really cool idea to have like people walking in like found footage like with the Michael Myers house, and yeah. At the time I was like, yeah, I like that.
Did it piss anybody else off that this girl, the lead character, has some kind of weird connection or whatever, and we have no idea why? Like, why is she so scared of Michael? Why is she visioning Michael when she has no idea who the fuck Michael is? They have no connection whatsoever.
No idea, bro. But
She's not part of the family. She's nothing. She's just a fucking girl. And she's seeing him in the mirror and afraid to go into the house. And I'm like, you don't have no idea who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah,
I don't get
But
it.
yeah, I do like it. So
I've seen it a lot. I mean, I watched it many, many times. It's just entertainment. I mean, I watch it for entertainment, but it's not like the
Sure.
fucking great movie ever made.
I agree. It's a 5.5, which is better than 4, 5, or 6 in this fucking series.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh man,
I will watch it again before I will watch 4, 5, or 6.
oh god, I don't know what I'll just watch 1, 2, H2O, and
No, I will watch 1, 2, 3, and then that's it.
I don't even count 3 as part of this shit. 3 is
Oh,
its
I
own
do.
thing.
All
Why? Where's the connection?
They got the movie Halloween in part 3.
Oh, well. In that case, let's review part 3 right now.
All right. So, what do you guys think about? Have you done any kind of research on the upcoming movie next year?
I know Danny McBride is writing it with what's his name, Gordon Green, and Gordon Green's directing it also.
Have you read anything as far as what it's supposed to be about or anything like that?
No, Laurie Strode's coming back. That's about it.
Okay, so a lot of message boards or whatnot or pages that I see out there, people. I just wanted to lay this out there first in case anybody didn't know. Everybody keeps saying, "Well, Laurie Strode died in Resurrection, so how are they gonna make another one? This is going to be so stupid." The new movie coming out is actually following part 2, so she didn't die in part 2. We're supposed it's not going to be a continuation of the franchise.
Sequel. It's
Oh, so in other words, like Michael's eyes are shot out and he's burned up to a
We
crisp.
don't know what's going to happen with Michael, but that's why Jamie Lee's allowed to be alive, because she is alive still after part 2. This is kind of replacing Season of the Witch, so we don't ever have to worry about that movie again.
Which, I mean, how scared is Hollywood to come up with a new fucking idea that they're doing that with this? And they're also, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they're doing another Terminator with Linda Hamilton's back, and it's starting from Terminator 2.
Yeah.
So is this? I thought this was directly after part 1. I didn't know it was going to be. Is
No.
it after part 2?
Yeah, it's after part 2. From what I saw.
Yeah, because part 2 took place right after part 1. It's the same day. So
I
it's
don't
literally
still continue it
40
right after part 1, regardless. You
But
know?
it's 40. It's supposed to be 40 years after the original massacre. That's what it's supposed to be.
I read that this girl, Judy Greer. You guys know who she is?
Supposed to be playing Laurie's daughter.
Yeah, she's. If you've seen Jurassic World, she's the mom that's at home.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's like in a ton of shit, but I don't know.
I know. She's been in a ton of shit. I just never bothered to know her fucking name because she's never like the person that matters.
It's not supposed to be out till October of next year, hopefully. So they have an entire year to go. So it's probably going to be like 3 months of filming, 4 months of filming, and the rest of the time fixing the fucking script. So hopefully they do good by it. I mean, these are fans that are writing this. McBride's a fan. John Carpenter's attached to it. Jamie Lee Curtis is back. I think it's going to be pretty fucking good. I'm happy. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. All right. Well, shall we rate this bad boy?
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
James, kick us off, buddy.
I'm going first this time. All right. I'll give it a 1.
Ooh.
Oh, Joey, relax.
Wow.
Ouch. No, I actually got a 1 too. 1 out of 5.
Yeah, no, it's like I said, I fucking hate it.
1.75.
I hated the way they got rid of Lori, how they killed her.
Disrespect.
Yeah. Fucking. I think because of them trying to do the whole capitalize on the whole reality TV fucking thing, it kind of dates it. And like Joey said, fucking, it seems like an older movie than H2O when you go back and watch them now. And
Yeah.
H2O ended the shit so well, like this fucking movie was just not called for at all. Blatant disrespect.
Lori hated this idea so much, and she said, "I'll only come back if you kill my character." That's the only reason she came back. She was like, "I did H2O. We said we're going to end it, but you made that much money. Okay, I'll do it, but only if you kill my character."
You should probably
That's
get a
what
nice check for that.
Of course. Well, they sold the movie with her. I mean, I think most people were like, "Oh my god, Jamie Lee Curtis is in this."
For 5 minutes. So stupid too. The way she dies, like goes to grab the mask and he just grabs her and stabs her. That's it. Done. What? That's it? No build up, no suspense, just fucking that quick.
Yeah, he's like a fucking gymnast hanging off the side of the fucking building. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Oh, Madon.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, what do you got?
This is a 2 out of 5 for me. I have watched it many, many times. I saw it in theaters. I bought the DVD when it first came out. All this kind of stuff. Definitely not a great movie. Lots of holes in it. Like I said, the backstory shit is just not there. It's just basically a guy going home and killing who's there. There's really nothing else to it. And but I love this. I love the lead actress, and the Michael Mask is good. That's about it. Yeah, 2 out of 5.
All right. And lastly, Bill.
I'm also with Jim with the 2 out of 5.
You said you love this movie.
You liked it.
Fibber. And that brings us to the end of the Halloween retrospective. Well, I never realized how fucking horrible this franchise is as a whole. Holy shit!
No, for real.
They have like
really the 2 out
4
of 5
shitty
thing?
movies, man.
Yeah. I watched H2O again. I'm like, oh my god, this is not hold fucking up at all.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know,
It is a product of the fucking Kevin Williamson era of movies.
Yeah, Scream and all them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait.
So it's like, ugh.
Love
A
to
lot of dialogue.
Man. All right. I am extremely exhausted, folks.
All right. Well,
So,
yeah, we went pretty far.
Wrap this up. All right. Well, it was a pleasure, but it's time to go. All
Yeah, I just
next
wanted to
time.
say,
all right.
Any last things before we end the retrospective?
Yeah, I'll kick it off just saying a year is pretty good for people to just randomly get together and start doing a fucking show. So yeah, I hope we keep on going. I love doing what we're doing and tweaking things here and there, but still having fun doing it. So hopefully you guys are too.
Hells to the bells.
Yeah, man. Just 2 quick things for me. I'm glad we got to do this shit. I know how much Jim likes Halloween, all that nonsense, but I haven't seen these in so long. And in the last year when we were doing all the fucking Jason commentaries and shit, I've seen a lot of the fucking Friday the 13th movies in the last year or so. And I think I'm a fucking Michael guy now after watching this time around. I'll be honest, man. I think there's a lot more shitty Friday the 13th movies, than there is fucking Halloween ones. But, that and also the fucking year thing. You guys let me jump on episode 4. I kind of accidentally ended up on this. I don't know if we ever told the story on the show, but I was talking about doing the wrestling show with Joey, and through talking, we started talking about paranormal shit that went on with my son. And he was like, "You want to come on the show and talk about it?" I was like, "All right, cool." He's like, "All right, these are the 2 movies." And then somehow I kind of ended up on the show after that. And then I left for a while. You guys were nice enough to keep letting me jump back in when I could. And now that all my other shit's out of the way, I'm back, and I'm fucking glad that y'all let me do it. So appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we love you.
Love you, But it just in addition to that, the last year after James leaving and then meeting all the guys that we have through Facebook and having them on the show like Bill and Jerry and all of them. Appreciate everybody helping us out, keeping the show going. So hopefully, we get more newer hosts and get more fans out there and take this thing going, get it going.
Yep. Speaking of new hosts, on next episode, we're gonna I'm inviting my cousin Nikki to come on the show.
Cousin Nikki.
Cousin Nikki, yo.
Neighborhood.
Cousin Nikki's not a horror guy by any means, but he's a stand-up comedian. So he watched Annabelle Creation. He went to the movies with one of his buddies, dragged him to see Annabelle Creation, and he actually liked it. And I was like, dude, now that you stop smoking cigarettes, you could actually sit down and watch a film. So he's like, he literally couldn't sit through a movie because he was such a bad smoker. And so I was telling him, like, dude, you need to get into the podcasting game. You could start a little thing, like 5-minute skits of you just going on a rant, like once a week, and you could have your little channel. You go to do your gigs, you give out your fucking thing. People could check it out. It's really easy. So he tried doing a podcast with some people. He lives up actually where Phil Perrin from Dark Discussion lives, in Nashua, New Hampshire. So he's up there next to Phil. So I'm like, dude, you come on our show. I know he's a funny bastard. So no matter what we talk about, he's going to have us laughing. So we're going to do 2 new films, and they're on Netflix. One, very new, The Babysitter, a Netflix original. And then one that came out earlier in the year, The Void. So we'll tackle those 2 movies next episode, and my cousin will join us as a special guest.
Yeah, so anybody listening to this, feel free to head over to Netflix, watch those 2 movies, then you can jump on and you'll know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, boy. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with that episode, pending I don't get sick again. And Bill, thank you for coming on and joining us for our Halloween and 1-year anniversary celebrations.
No, thank you, man.
Yeah, Bill had a blast.
We got to get you guys on the Mafia.
Yeah,
man.
Send me a message.
Getting whacked.
Get on. Send me a message.
You got to talk to Don. He has the rest of the year plotted out into January.
Does too.
The boss.
Later, guys.
All right. Until next time, fare you all well, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, peace.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Be safe out there.
Halloween.